Off the glass, yeah, we fast, we attacking the action. Basket to basket, whole squad bringing traction. Troy, Moolish, Boo-Wah, talking straight with no slack. In the melon, the cut, hating LeBron with a passion. Yeah, we court side, posted New York attitude loaded. Breaking down the plays, every angle decoded. Troy calling out the smoke, he the voice of the floor. Moolish coming through with the stats and the law. Boo-Wah got the knowledge. And drops real takes when the squad gets going. Whole arena awake and Mel. Man, he wild every time Brung gets mentioned. He rolling his eyes like it's personal tension. We discussing every bucket. Okay, that's enough. Troy said the intro was too long. Just start the show. Off the glass, off the glass, off the glass, off the glass.
Boy, why you shooting at the screen?
What's up? What's good? What's popping? Your boys are in the building. Moolah ass is in the void again.
Yeah, always, man. Call me the century. Stop playing with me, dog. Yeah.
We got the ghost of Moo back today.
The ghost of
crazy.
Trade deadline has officially ended. We're gonna get to all that bullshit in a minute. First, let's get to y'all seen the thumbnail. We're just gonna jump right on into it. No, matter of fact, we're not gonna jump into it.
Come on, man. I got the timestamp set up just how you wrote them, man. I'll be switching it up on me.
Speaking of jumping into, let me get y'all opinion on this. Copyright. Hold on.
What?
Yeah. Turn that music off, man.
I didn't hear the music the first time.
No shit, though.
Okay, it won't let me cut the music.
Keeps what a bad motherfucker.
I was gonna say that's my shit, though. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, keep us talking to.
I don't know what kind of mood Mel trying to put people in, but
I didn't make the video.
you did say you didn't hear the song the first time.
Let's see if I can do it this way. My bad, y'all. My bad. I was trying to do the shit because I saw it happening, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Never mind. Leave it alone. But we'll just get to this. Master manipulator. LeBron James Clutch Sports have their fingers all over the league. They touching everybody. I think they deserve to be on the Epstein list. The way that they're doing this.
This is so nasty. It is. This is Mel, guys.
Comparing
Clutch Sports to the Epstein files.
Hey, because I mean, we talked about it. And at some point, we have to. The league is going to have to at least look into some type of collusion, some type of tampering, something. It's got to be something going on because Rich Paul gets on his podcast and does this.
This upcoming season, I sat Darius down and I explained to him, I was like, this is going to be your last year on the Cavs. Very matter-of-factly, because I do things very black and white. I said, that's just the way it's going to be for a number of reasons that it take too long to get into, but that's just my foresight. And I also had the conversation with Kobe Altman, who runs the Cavs. And I said, Kobe, listen, this is what it's going to be. I understand it. The hopes is they go out and they play a great year and they try to contend and then anything short of a championship run, you know there has to be a change.
Because there's redundancy on the roster. By the way, and that redundancy.
Now, how are you going to talk to the GM and tell the GM, yeah, unless y'all niggas do X, Y, and Z, this is last year here? Like, and then you get in front of a camera and then you say that. And you're telling people that in a year in advance, you're telling them this is what is going to happen.
When was that interview? I mean, that podcast.
That's the one him and Max Kellerman got.
I'm saying, when was it though? When it happened? The episode.
That happened 2 weeks ago.
That's cringy for sure. Because like it'd be different if that just happened today after the trade.
This was 2 weeks ago. This is like one of the first episodes that they had on the show.
Wait, so he was saying he talked to the Lakers owner, or he talked to the Cavs?
He talked to Cleveland.
Oh,
and he had told Darius Garland before the season even started that this will be his last season in Cleveland.
None of that is
Darius Garland.
Crazy.
None of that is tempering though. Like technically, the only part that makes it.
Where's the definition? Do I got to go find the definition again?
We talked about it last week. That's definitely tempering.
It is definitely tempered under the NBA's.
His client telling him this is his last year is not tempered.
Well, the reason why I say it's dicey is because we know LeBron is going back to Cleveland next year. And if you look at the moves that the Cleveland Cavaliers have made by bringing in James,
how we know that, we can, even if that's like a safe assumption or you know what I'm saying, a great hypothesis, we don't know that.
Okay, I'll rephrase to make you feel better. I'll change my words. We anticipate LeBron going to Cleveland next year. Okay. Now, what Cleveland has done has made it absolutely easy for this to happen. They cleared up over $100 million in luxury tax and cap space to get this motherfucker and maybe someone else. Now, you got rid of all the young kids and you brought in a bunch of old. Dennis Schroeder's there. Harden is there. Like, who likes playing with old niggas? LeBron. Like all of your young talent, all of your young assets, you got rid of it. Because who doesn't like playing with young talent and young assets? LeBron James. Because the only young talent and asset he's going to want to play with is his offspring.
Right. I mean, he'll play with some young talent. Kyrie was a young talent when he played with him.
Yeah, but Kyrie had already been in the league for 4 years.
3.
I thought that was his 4th year when LeBron got it.
Yeah, year 4. But I'm saying he only been in the league 3 years prior to playing with LeBron.
Yeah, but he was already an All-NBA player. He was like All-Star.
He was not an All-NBA.
He was second team All-NBA.
No, he was not. No, he was not. Y'all gotta stop. He didn't make the playoffs. How the fuck is he a second team All-NBA player?
No, 2014, 2015 is when he became he was all NBA. Mm-hmm. But he was 2-time All-Star before that.
Mm-hmm. Good player for sure. Young talent though.
Yeah, right? But nobody on the. I mean, maybe Darius Garland, but none of the other dudes were Kyrie Irving. No, none of them.
What you mean, none of them dudes?
But nobody on that team is Kyrie Irving talent-wise.
On the
Cavs.
Right now?
Yeah.
Currently?
Yes. The only one that is Donovan Mitchell, and Donovan Mitchell's still there.
That's what's that? Yeah.
Yeah, but Donovan Mitchell's in what?
What you're saying? Okay, but you still have Evan Mobley. He's a young talent,
but he's a big.
But he good.
Yeah, I said he's gonna. We talking about stage. I said he's gonna be like the Tristan Thompson. He's gonna fill that type of role.
Hell no, nah. He's gonna be better than Tristan Thompson.
I mean, you know what I mean. I'm not saying he's going. Well, when LeBron get there, he's going to beat Tristan. That nigga's not scoring the ball. He's not doing none of that shit.
I disagree because I don't see, like, I'm not saying like it's gonna be nasty if LeBron got to go there and be like a number 2, number 3, anything.
He's going to be the number 3.
He shouldn't be.
We're in Cleveland.
Yeah, he should.
42
behind Donovan Mitchell and James Harden.
Why would he have to be
at 42?
The two names that Mel just said.
At 42.
What 2 names?
Donovan Mitchell and James Harden.
Who?
At 42.
Oh, right. Yeah, they should be better than LeBron too, but Evan Mobley as well. He's better than LeBron at this stage.
Well, then at that so he should be 4.
LeBron should be like the 4 or 5 option on the team.
Yeah, I mean that's where
you said it, not me.
Yeah, and that's the whole point. It's like
I thought you was going somewhere else with it, Rob.
And that's with them. And I still think they're going to add somebody else.
I'm being realistic. I don't see how it works if Bron is coming there to be like a number 3. He shouldn't.
But do you not think he's going to command that to be a focal point of what they got going on over here?
No,
He's doing it right now with the Lakers. So you're thinking he just going there to just take a year off and be like, all right, I'm gonna do something, but I don't gotta do much.
Not commanding it. It's just that that's what the Lakers need. They don't need him to do that in Cleveland.
I don't think the Lakers.
I just
need
think
to do
the
that
Cleveland
right
situation is basically going to be his homecoming, and if he can finagle his way to get into the NBA Finals out of the East, he gonna do it. And you added James Harden, you get that type of stuff, and then maybe somebody else. Don't know who that may be.
Truthfully speaking, to be honest, he's playing with 2 guys that shrinks in the playoffs.
But that's why he's there.
Who the fuck shrinks in the playoffs besides Donovan Mitchell? Don't be shrinking.
He has some good games.
Donovan Mitchell, one of the better playoff performers. He just ain't got the results. Far as like,
okay, well, I would agree with that. He doesn't have the results. The other guy shrinks.
But that's another reason why LeBron would go there is because one, if they make it, he dragged niggas who couldn't do it before. But if they don't make it, he got 2 niggas who can blame.
But yeah, that's gonna be his fan base. Of course, they're gonna do that. Like it's just like the same thing Steph fan base would do. Like, and Kevin Durant fan base would do it. Like. If these guys win the ring right now, they're gonna say X, Y, and Z. They're gonna run with all type of different narratives because they're old as shit. I'm glad Giannis didn't go to Golden State. I'm glad. I hope he don't go like in the offseason because it's not like he's not gonna get the Kevin Durant slander. Like obviously one.
Coming from a different conference.
But Stephen Curry is one of them players that's viewed in a weird, a real weird type of light to me. Like sometimes, he's one of them players that just can't do no wrong, and I don't like that shit.
That's not true.
No, he is. He is.
His name is Warden.
He is, bro. Like. People not gonna admit it, I know, because he got this fan base. He is one of these players that can do no wrong, bro. He's had one of the most perfect situations as far as winning. He's had one.
Outcomes.
But my thing is, you saying perfect situation, but he built that situation.
I understand that. What I'm still saying is that, again, a guy like Draymond Green, we all know like his greatness is tied into what Steph's greatness is, right? But what I'm saying is that we can all admit that he is a unicorn type player.
Mm-hmm.
That like I'm saying, like how many teams have that? Like if I was to compare like Kobe's third option to Steph's third option, who's better, Lamar Odom or Draymond Green?
Well, it depends. What are you asking them to do? Like on their respective teams.
Come on, man. Answer the question.
No, but it's hard because they don't do the same.
What are you asking Lamar to do?
Yeah, they don't do the same thing.
All right.
I'll answer your question.
I mean, as a player, I'm taking Lamar.
Who's greater all time?
That's a different story. That's
right.
Of course it's Draymond.
Here we go with it's like, look, if these
better
guys
player and who's better all time.
Okay. They still role players, no matter what. No matter how you chop it. If I gave Lamar Odom his own team, it's not going to look well. If I gave Draymond his own team, it's not going to look well. These guys are role players, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
One is simply more impactful to another guy's legacy.
But we've seen Lamar succeed as a number one outside of Kobe.
When the fuck did we see that?
When he was in the Clippers.
As a number one,
when Lamar Odom, hold on, we can pull it up right now. And it's hard because Draymond has never played for anybody else.
Right.
You said the Clippers.
But yeah, with the Clippers, the nigga was averaging, if I average it all the way out, 16, 17 points.
Man, Come on, man. Come on.
I said 16, 17. Nigga, I didn't say 27, 30.
That's not a number one option, and you know that just off of the numbers. You know that.
Does Draymond go anywhere and do that by himself?
I'm not talking about them being number one options because neither one of them should ever be a number one option.
But one nigga, but you said Lamar with Kobe, but this is Lamar without Kobe. And if Lamar can go out and go 17, 7, and 5, that's Dolo. That's no Kobe.
All right. So what you're still telling me is that he put up some okay numbers. Did they make the playoffs? No. He didn't do anything to talk about as a number one option.
But the thing about it is we've seen him by himself without Kobe. We've never seen Draymond without Steph.
That's fine because even with him out, without him being, we seen Pau Gasol without Kobe. Good player, but playing with Kobe, you look like a better player. Just like that's how it goes with role players. These guys are role players. When you put a role player next to a superstar, they appear to look better. That's all that was. All I'm simply saying is that Draymond Green is more tied to Stephen Curry legacy than a guy like Lamar Odom, than a guy like Pau Gasol.
Yeah.
Every ring Steph won, Draymond won with them. That's 100%. Not the same with Pau. That's not the same with Lamar Odom. That's what I'm saying. Like a guy like Draymond Green should be, when you're talking Stephen Curry, you can't just be like, some people be diehard fans and they'll say shit like, anybody could have done what Draymond did. What did he really do? Like, are you okay?
No.
Are you okay?
No, not anybody. No.
People say that though because they be so diehard fans about one player. They do that with Steph. They discredit what Klay Thompson was to that team. He's another all-time great spacer, not just a regular spacer, a nigga that can shoot the three. No, nigga, I'm a top 5 shooter ever.
But that goes on both. But they do that with. I can say they do that with every superstar though.
No, guys like Scottie Pippen get looked at in weird ways, and you know this, Mel. Then guys like Klay Thompson. I'm telling you that.
No, Klay got it. There was a time where Klay was considered the best two-way player in the league.
No, you're right. People, that's so. Oh my God!
When was that?
When was that?
When was that?
When was this? Was Anthony Davis not in the league? What's going on?
Before he messed his before he blew his knee up.
So was Anthony Davis not in the league? Kawhi Leonard not in the league? What is going on?
I said one of. I didn't say the best, nigga. What do you calm down?
No, I'm just saying.
And perimeter
you said considered the perimeter.
It was Kawhi. It was him. It was Paul George. They were all talked about like that.
No, Klay Thompson shouldn't have been in that conversation. That's doing too much. I'm not gonna lie. That's doing way too much to put him in that conversation. And don't get me wrong. Klay Thompson used to say that I feel like I'm the best two-way player in the league. You're not though. It's cool though. I love the belief and all that shit. It's good. I fuck with it. But no, what I'm still saying is that his importance to the dynasty is everything because again, Stephen Curry, all that shit was happening. The MVP that Steph won is because all of them guys was getting into their primes. Every one of them. It all happened together. Unlike a guy like Jordan, when he won his first MVP, Scottie Pippen won on a fucking crumb. A crumb.
Yeah. But when I say they do it to every superstar, it's like no one talks about what Kyrie Irving did in that comeback in 2016. There's only been 2 players on the same team that dropped 40 in the NBA Finals game, and it wasn't Jordan and Pippen. It wasn't Magic and Kareem. It was LeBron and Kyrie.
That's not true though, because I gotta tell it from both sides. I be in all these spaces.
No, we both like your side may say something, my side says something totally different.
But when you say it's nobody to say they don't talk about Kyrie and his heroics and shit like that, they actually do, and sometimes they go too far. It's people that say he should have been the Finals MVP. It's sometimes like that's going too far. That's going.
How is it going too far though? How is it going too far? Because if you're going to say the series changed in 2016 when Andre Iguodala got inserted into the lineup, and that's what changed everything, and that's why he won the MVP, then you got to say the exact same thing for Kyrie Irving, because from game 4 to game 7, he was the best player on the basketball court.
That's not true. And
that is 100% true.
That is not true.
100%. You know LeBron only outscored that nigga in one game?
Bill, why is outscoring someone the only thing that matters?
Because he was because the nigga who wasn't supposed to carry the team was carrying the team.
How was
he was doing it, and he was doing it in the most crucial times in the fourth quarter.
What year was this? I'm sorry.
The comeback year. Mel, you're being disgusting.
Was that 2016, man?
Yeah.
You're being disgusting.
Why do you think they put the ball in Kyrie's hand at the end of the game and not LeBron's? LeBron didn't even touch the ball.
Because they had a great matchup.
What great matchup? Wouldn't the 6'9" nigga be the better matchup on the 6'2" guard?
No, a guy that can create his shot out of anywhere is the guy to go to. That is the beauty of playing with Kyrie Irving. That's the reason why you do give LeBron hell, because you know what Kyrie Irving can do in those type of moments. You know that. Jordan didn't have a guy like that where he can just, go do what Kyrie
Jordan was the guy to do that.
Exactly.
Kobe was the guy to do that.
Exactly. We understand that. We understand why we prefer those guys over a guy like LeBron. But at the same time, a series is not just one moment, who had the biggest moment. You can argue, obviously, the biggest moment of the finals would have been that shot. You can argue that for sure. But I can also argue that block had to happen. And
the
LeBron
block had to happen, but the score was still tied.
It don't matter. It was a game-shifting type of play. It had to happen.
I said it had to happen. I said it had to happen. It kept the score even.
So besides scoring, what other categories was Kyrie better than LeBron in?
He doesn't handle the ball as much as LeBron does. So you're going to talk about assists, and you're going to talk about rebounds, you're going to talk about all the other shit that Kyrie does not do.
Right. So are you saying that?
But the series shifted when Kyrie went. Those last 4 games, Kyrie went stupid.
Okay.
Because Kyrie had to win his matchup. That was against Steph. You know who didn't win their matchup? LeBron was losing that matchup for a long time. And then he picked it up. But Kyrie had to do what Kyrie had to do. The same way Andre Iguodala had to do what he did. If you're going to say the series shifted because of Andre Iguodala the year before, then you got to say the same thing for Kyrie.
So in the game 4, LeBron was 25, 9 assists, 13 rebounds. Kyrie had 34, 4 and 4. So I understand what Boab's saying is what else did. So because Kyrie outscores him, and I'm going down the games right now.
It's when he scores. It's not just about he outscored him. It's when the points was happening.
I can understand that point. Oh, excuse me, what the fuck is this? Is that 1 quarter? No, that's the game. Is this game fucking 5? Oh, yeah. Game 5, they got their asses kicked. This can't be right.
The Warriors lost game 5, yeah.
In 2016?
Yeah, they lost games 5, 6, and 7.
Because that's the game Draymond got kicked. That's the first. Draymond missed that game because he got kicked out.
My ass went to game 2 and not game. I went game 4, then game 2, not game 5. That's
Ron had in game 5, he had 41 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks. Kyrie Irving had 41 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals,
2 steals and 1 block.
Bron had 2 turnovers. Kyrie had 4. Bron had a better game. Kyrie did perform better, though, than LeBron in the fourth quarter. I will give you that. Bron was 2 of 7 from the field. He had 5 points in the fourth quarter of game 5. Kyrie Irving was 5 of 9 with 12 points. So Bron did not play technically as well as Kyrie in that fourth quarter.
You said that was game 5 that you just read, right?
Yes.
Game 6, he had 41 points too.
Bron did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 41, 11 assists, 8 rebounds with 4 steals and 3 blocks, 1 turnover.
Yep.
Kyrie was 23, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks.
Game 6 goes to LeBron. Clears.
Again, we're just looking at box. Win all of it. Okay, I'm not gonna argue because this is the problem when you start arguing LeBron shit and when things happen. And
no, I totally understand what you're saying.
Okay.
That the points and where they come from matters. I agree with you there. I do agree.
Game 6. So Kyrie, game 5, 12 points. Right? I told you he had 12 points, 5.5 from the field. Game 6, LeBron James, 17 points in the fourth quarter. 17.
Yeah.
6 and 9 from the field.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie Irving, 1 point.
I'm coming with the facts.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm saying, I'm just saying, like, that's game 6.
I do understand what Mel is saying though.
So
when you get the points and how it matters.
Game 5 was much closer. Like, even if you want to give Kyrie the edge, cool, fine. He played better in the fourth, cool, whatever. It's still closer than what.
So then if that's the case, then why did Steph Curry didn't win Finals MVP when KD was there the second time around?
What you mean?
Because for 3 games, Steph Curry played better.
2. Not
3.
2.
3.
2.
I think we went over this a couple of weeks ago too.
Everybody just makes excuses for LeBron because it's LeBron.
You got 2 obvious games that he's better than KD in. The one is a toss-up, and then there's one bad game with Steph.
Yeah, and that's why y'all said KD got it because Steph had that bad game.
Yeah, so if it's a toss-up
in one game,
and I'm telling you it was Steph.
Right. Okay.
But then, Mel, you got to calculate the bad game he had in it too, and KD didn't have a bad game.
KD has 4 good games, and you have 3 whatever. I had 4 good games, bro. Like, I never played bad in no game. That's why I won the Finals MVP. I never was bad. Nigga, you was bad one game. It's just what the reality was.
So Andre Iguodala was bad for 3 games before he got into it. Steph was consistent all the way through, but that don't mean shit neither.
Steph wasn't consistent all the way through. He wasn't.
So nigga can average 20. How much was he having? 27 in that series?
Yeah,
5 and 5.
But you have to consistently.
Right. Okay. Excuse. Right.
Consistent needs to align with.
Yeah.
You know, you need. It's the same shit you do to LeBron, but you don't want to do it to Steph right now. Your consistency needs to align.
Because you're saying that they don't do it with Steph.
But you're not getting shit done.
Steph don't get credit for shit. So what's the point? So what is your point?
My point is, you can say from games 1 through 3 in 2015 that Steph was putting up numbers. He's putting up decent numbers. He's down 2-1. That's my point.
They were up 2-1.
No, the fuck they wasn't. In 2015, no, they wasn't. The Cavaliers was up 2-1. That's why they inserted Iguodala.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't matter. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's how the narrative got started. So the
nigga was averaging 27, 5 and 5.
26, 5 and 5, but
26,
I don't know what he was averaging through those first 3 games alone. I just know the impact wasn't aligning with the numbers. Even if you putting up great numbers, if you're not winning, it don't matter. And you know that.
Did they not win the series?
They won eventually after Iguodala got inserted into the starting lineup.
But Steph still had to go. But that's my whole point. So if you're going to give the momentum shift to Iguodala, why doesn't the momentum shift go to Kyrie?
Because Kyrie didn't have the momentum shift.
Right. All right.
He didn't.
Yep. Nobody has momentum shifts when LeBron's on the court. You're right. You're 100% right.
I'm out. Right. Game 5. They both dropped.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
What sense are you making from this?
I'm not clearly none.
LeBron does everything that Kyrie do.
Right.
Steph is not doing everything. People are watching. It's not my fault that the judges, that the people that vote for these awards are watching Iguodala in real time at this time, guarding LeBron, having impact that they believe, whether it's right or wrong, that Steph Curry is not having. Like I don't know what I'm saying here. Like, bro, like these people are watching this shit in real time. It's
So Kyrie goes out and scores 18 points for the rest of the series, do they come back in 2016?
No.
So I'm fucking saying, if he doesn't score 40 points in that game, do they win that game?
No.
So the series is fucking over. It's done. Warriors win.
I can do that with a lot of shit that LeBron did.
We're not talking about a lot of shit. We're just talking about this.
Man.
I'm just asking a question.
Listen, I'm not taking away from Kyrie's 2016 finals performance. It's one of the greatest performances as a number 2 option. It truly is. But at the end of the day, he was not more impactful than LeBron James. I don't know why that is even a discussion right now. I don't even know how we can even be talking about this right now.
How is it not as impactful if he doesn't do what he does? They lose the series.
I can do that with every number 2 option in NBA history, man. What are you
name another number 2 option that
Gasol don't do what he did in 2010? The Lakers lose.
That went that high in the finals.
Male. If Gasol don't do what he do in the 2010, he didn't even perform as well as Kyrie Irving. I can do that with every number 2 option ever. It don't matter. It don't. You can do that with every number 2. If they don't do what they did, don't nobody win. It's a team game. They gotta do something. If Kobe don't do what he do with Shaq, they don't win. We know this. It's still not finna make me say that because you did what you did, and I'm ranking it how I'm ranking it. You
so
better
then why give the fucking MVP then why does Iguodala get the MVP then?
I'm not saying I was 100% on board with that shit. I'm not saying that. I'm telling you how it was viewed in real time to people.
Was that the same year that they were saying LeBron should have won it when he was on the
I thought LeBron should have won it, to be honest. I'm still on board for that.
Roy has a little bit of basketball knowledge.
I'm on board for
the best player.
I'm with you there, Mel.
I'm
with you there. If that was the year, Mel, we cannot deny that was the year.
Not even having that conversation. Nigga losing the series.
It done happened already, so it ain't gonna be like it's the first time in NBA.
Yeah, and it will never happen again.
That could have been, but Mel, no bullshit. Mel, no bullshit. That could have been the year. That it happened again. No. It shouldn't have. I'm with you. It shouldn't have, but it could have been the year.
No, a nigga losing does not deserve recognition for losing.
I'm with you 1,000%. 1,000%. And I don't think Iguodala should have won that MVP.
But it's not an individual sport, gang. That's the problem. The finals MVP is an individual award. It's not saying that you necessarily won the championship. It's just saying that you was the best player on the court, and that's okay.
Well, not even. I don't even think it's the best player. I think sometimes it could be the most important player when it comes to the Iguodala thing.
But I get that. But I think
I think he was important because even Kawhi, like if we look at what Kawhi did to Bron when he played Bron in the finals, that he coming back in moment. That's like, all right, nigga. Just because he said that, I'm giving Kawhi MVP they would, because you see how that affected him. So you can kind of see how Iguodala affected him. But I still don't. I'm with you, man. I don't think Iggy should have won that Finals MVP. But somebody in Golden State saw it differently.
It ain't even Golden State. It's just how the voters. Steph didn't get a vote.
But doesn't the coach pick the MVP?
You said who?
Popularity contest.
No, the media picks the MVP.
The media.
The media. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's like 10 people. It's like a 10 panel or some shit like.
But that goes to how the conversation started about Steph doesn't get away with shit, because if that was the case, then Steph would have gotten the benefit of the doubt in those situations, and he did not. But
I'm saying you're talking about again from a media standpoint. I'm talking about and that's just the one time we think kind of like Steph like get kind of like fake screwed, because again, the very next year you want a unanimous MVP.
Well, he had a crazy year, dog. Like
My nigga. So you trying to tell me Michael Jordan ain't never had no crazy year?
yeah, I'm not saying that he didn't. We're just talking about that year, though. We're not saying what happened before.
What I'm telling you is this is what I'm talking about. When he's protected to some degree, do you believe Stephen Curry should have been the first unanimous MVP ever? Do you believe this?
No,
Exactly.
but he played in a weak ass league. I mean, what do you want me to
No,
do?
he didn't, man. No, he didn't. LeBron is in that league. Stop it, man.
Weak
Stop.
ass league.
That's not no weak ass league. Stop. He is the media darling to a degree. Yes, in his fan base, and I ain't saying move. You know what I'm saying? I know
Media darling. When do they talk about Steph Curry? Please tell me.
all the time.
When?
Stephen Curry is one of the most popular players in the league.
When does the media talk about Steph Curry?
What do you mean? It's not
I
like
don't know when.
they're talking about him, especially like not right now. Like right now, they kind of like a first round exit team. But like if the Warriors look like the Warriors, bro, like they're talking about the Warriors, bro, and they're still.
But that's not media darling. If they're good, then you have to talk about them. They talk about LeBron if the niggas was down, if they only won 2 games.
Yeah, but LeBron and Steph is not the same conversation. LeBron is in the GOAT conversation. Steph is not.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. Like, he's not a media darling because they don't talk about him unless he's being relevant. They talk about LeBron all the time, regardless.
Yeah, because
they talk about Steph even when his team is losing. It's in a different light, but they're still and no, it's not even in a different light. It's in the same light because it's always just now during the trade deadline. They was talking about Steph and how
they talk about everybody during the trade deadline.
No, they had a team isn't adequate enough for Steph. I didn't see them talk about that about everybody. I seen that report about Steph, how the lineup isn't and what Golden State
has. Everybody during this. They talk about before the trade deadline. What's the last story you heard about Steph Curry?
What you mean? That he wants to win. That's all they ever talk about. That's all Steph.
That he got hurt.
Yeah, that he got hurt.
Yeah, but I'm still saying, like, this is the one thing I admire, and I ain't gonna say admire, but like I do. But at the same time, it's like I fuck with it. All Steph talk about when you really just watch most of his interviews is, I want to be competitive. I want to win the ring. That's all they talk about. So, like, I'm saying it's not that Steph is. I don't personally have a problem with Steph. I'm talking about mostly the fan base. The fan base, how they talk about Stephen Curry is he's one of the one. Like even before he won his first Finals MVP, people were putting him in discussions that he should not simply been in. He shouldn't have not been in the Magic Johnson conversation. You don't have a Finals MVP. Why are you in Magic Johnson conversation? I don't care that you have 3 rings. Magic has more rings than you and 3 Finals MVPs. Why are you in this conversation?
Steph has 1 Finals MVP, right? The one he won in 2022.
But he's been in the Magic Johnson conversation.
That's as far as point guards, though. It's not as far as accolades.
I'm saying it's the same thing, Mo. He should not be in the same conversation with Magic Johnson.
But that's as far as point guard played, bro. That's not accolades. If we're talking about accolades, of course Magic wins. But if we're talking about point guard play as far as basketball goes,
the way Steph changed basketball was the way Magic changed basketball.
Now y'all pick.
I don't know if Steph changed basketball more than enhanced it.
Y'all
the way teams play basketball right now is because of Steph Curry.
Right, but the 3-point shot was already there. He just enhanced it, and everybody tried to copy.
You literally said that teams are looking for 6'9" point guards, right?
Mm-hmm.
While Steph was doing his thing, why do you think Trae Young is in the league right now? Why do you think Buddy Hield is in the league right now?
Because people were.
Why do you think that these dudes are in the league right now?
Because people were.
Trae Young is fucking good.
Good, yeah, and people were trying to find him.
Who does he play like?
Steph Curry.
Not like Steph Curry, nigga.
He does not.
Okay, so now we're being totally disingenuous.
He was definitely getting Steph Curry comparisons.
He was. Moo. I will give you that. He was.
Being disingenuous right now.
Oh my God.
He was. I'm not going to lie there. He was, but he's not that.
People are comparing him to him. If you really know how to watch basketball, do you really think he played like Steph Curry?
No.
What the fuck? I don't care if a nigga comparing them to him. I watch the game. I see that nigga don't play like Steph Curry. I see it.
What I am saying is,
but you're talking about you, Boo-Wop. We're talking about a whole general topic. This is not Boo-Wop conversation. This is a general conversation.
The media, right? The media was viewing Trae Young as the next Steph Curry. That's all I heard before. That's all I heard before he got drafted.
They were because of the range that he can shoot from.
Exactly.
Yep. That's quite.
Do
That's
they
it.
play the same way? No, they
don't. They don't.
But and that's what Boop is saying.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we get that. But
Dame Lillard changed the way that he plays game.
Yeah, the media was literally they were deeming him as the next Steph Curry before we seen him play.
Dame Lillard changed how he played basketball.
Dame Lillard used to be a slasher. Then he started. Then logo Lillard, all that shit came.
Well, I think Lillard. I think Lillard always had the deep shot in him. I think
that's not what I said. This is his game because he was a slasher.
I don't think
out of college.
I don't think it's changing the game, right? It to me, he enhanced it. He had the ability to shoot threes, and then when he got in the league, it became not everybody can shoot the threes like they can. If you have the ability, you then work towards that ability, your strengths when you get to the league, and that was one of Dame's strengths when he got to the league. Yes, he can also still slash, but one of his strengths became shooting the three. And what I mean by Steph enhancing the game is guys were already shooting threes. We see guys taking deep shots like J.R. Smith. Go watch some of his tape. That nigga was taking deep ass shots before Steph Curry was. There were guys that were doing it, but not on the level. Hold on, let me finish. Nobody did it to the point that Steph did it, and that's why I said he didn't change the game. He enhanced it. He made it prevalent for a guy knowing that people, just like we say with Michael, right? Nobody thought that this guard could come in during this time and do this. Nobody expected Curry to come in and this time and do that. So then everybody was scrambling to go find a guy like that because they thought that was the recipe to win it. And we talked about this over and over, and Troy's point has always been nobody was able to copy the recipe of Golden State because nobody has a Steph Curry. So yes, he revolutionized the game, but I think it's more of enhancing the three-point shot than it is changing the game. That's just how I feel about it. But we're not talking about me. We're talking about the general conversation.
The general conversation is that Steph Curry did change the game. We understand.
Yeah.
We all get that. And I'm not disputing that he didn't to some degree, but I do what I say is context behind it, because winning is why people want to change the way they're doing things. It's a copycat league. Everybody sees it's working. Now we need to do this. This is the only way we need to compete. This is what the league has always been, a copycat league. This is what's trending right now. We need to be on the level of the Warriors because they just won back-to-back rings or whatever may be the case. This has always been the way the league has worked. What I'm saying is that when you got Steph, again, you done won 4 rings, 1 Finals MVP. And you get the Finals MVP on your last one. Finally, thank God. How are we comparing that to Magic Johnson, who on his first 2 titles won back-to-back Finals MVPs?
Because it's the totality of it, not just a sum of championships and 1 Finals MVP. It's how he went about it. It's how he changed the game while doing it.
If I'm Magic, I change the game too.
I said he changed the game the same way Magic did.
Mel. What I'm saying is that what can Steph, outside of like the obvious shit, which we already know that he's better than.
If we're talking greatest point guards of all time, give me your top 3.
Magic, Steph, and
that's where it stopped. That's why he's in the conversation.
Okay. What conversation?
The best point guard of all time conversation.
Okay, look. You can ask me my top 3 players of all time. I'm gonna say MJ, Kobe. That's where you could be like, that's where it stopped. I'm gonna tell you that there is no argument for Kobe Bryant over MJ. Just like I'm gonna tell you, there is no argument.
You can say there's no argument, but it's in the conversation.
It's not a conversation. I don't want to. I can't logically make up an argument for Kobe Bryant being better than Michael Jordan. I can't do it. I can't do it for LeBron.
But he's in the do it. Regardless of the fact, LeBron and Kobe are in the conversation. They don't have to be the winner of the conversation. In order to have a conversation, there are 2 sides.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That means with Steph Curry, when you're talking Magic, then you say, okay, well, who's the closest thing to Magic? This nigga, Steph. So Steph is in the conversation. He doesn't mean he's better than Magic. That just means he's in the conversation.
Yeah, but people have conversations about shit they shouldn't be having conversations about. And I think that's one of them, because you can't tell me nothing other than if we check down all the boxes. If I say if like Magic Johnson,
but again, you're saying the conversation. If we're going to talk to 20 people, right, everybody's going to have a different conversation about who they feel is what. Some motherfuckers don't even have Magic in that conversation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends on who's having that conversation. That's why it's a general, not a personal.
Yeah, but we talking about, again, even in general, that's what I'm saying. I'm challenging a motherfucker right now to tell me why I would take Stephen Curry over Magic Johnson. Just tell me. Convince me. Right now.
No, I still got Magic best point guard of all time.
Exactly. That's my point. Because even the people that try to argue this shit don't even have a legit argument for it. They will tell you because he's more skilled in the scoring aspect. He can score better. And we all know them same people think LeBron, the people that think Steph is better than Magic, think LeBron is better than Jordan. Most people that think that way think this. I'm telling you this.
Except for this person right here. Because the move's different.
Yeah, but we talking from a general standpoint. I'm telling you, because the whole argument is to try to make this era appear to be better than the previous eras.
Yeah, and I get that. The thing about it is
Isaiah Thomas did that himself.
Say it again.
Isaiah Thomas did that himself.
Did what?
Made this era seem better than the past era. He went on a whole 20 minutes soliloquy about it.
Yeah, I think that shit. He a clown. But I'm saying, like, I'm talking about from the LeBron fans. Their argument is that this era is more talented, tougher, better competition. LeBron played tougher competition compared to Jordan, blah, blah, blah. Stephen Curry being one of those players. KD being one of those players. These are the players they're going to point to and say, name a player that Jordan played like that. You can say, he played Magic. You know what they're going to tell you? Magic had AIDS.
Yeah, no,
that's what you know.
We've had that conversation. We went through that, and we're gonna get to that a little bit later, real quick, before we get up out of here. Not right now, but I'm saying before we get out of the show. But the narratives that go around, it's going to be like these are all young kids, and this is the problem. And this is what I said when we were talking about the football shit: is that when you're talking to someone who's been doing and watching sports since the 1980s, the 1990s, the 2000s, 2010s to current.
Damn.
I have more information than you. Like if you only have at best the 2010s and the 2020s under your belt, maybe the 2000s, I still got way more information. Like I've seen Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron, Shaq, D Wade, Melo, Steph, KD. I watched all these niggas from beginning to end. I got more information. That's the beauty of being a quote unquote old head, is that I can pull from a whole lot of different places than you can. If you're just going to go to box scores and tell me, well, the game is always going to advance. So just because it advanced, that makes the guys of today better. But then I had a dude tell me, because I forgot who it was, did a reverse layup in the basketball game. It's like, oh, y'all was glazing Jordan for doing this in 1996. And I was like, because it was 1996, nigga. He just did it in 2026. That's 30-year difference. That nigga's a mutant. Like, you mean tell me he just did the shit in 2026? And he was doing it in 1996, and Dr. J did it before that? Definitely. That's how good those dudes were. That's how far ahead of the times that they were. Magic was a 6'9" point guard back in the 70s. We didn't see that shit again until Penny Hardaway got there.
Penny wasn't even that big.
He was 6'7", but
right. No, I definitely hear what you're saying, but I'm still saying, like, in terms of this, right? Magic Johnson did what Stephen Curry, in my opinion, never did. He was by far, he took over the league like more so than Steph did, is what I'm saying. Steph had an opportunity. He win 2016. The league is his by far. It's nobody leagues but Steph. Back-to-back MVPs. You beat the de facto king of the league at that time, which is LeBron James. Hands down, LeBron James is the man. You beat him back-to-back finals. You're the man now. He didn't do it.
No, the league wasn't going to have it.
You said who?
The league wasn't going to have that.
Man, y'all got to stop doing this too. I
Who
swear.
I'm challenging you.
Y'all got to stop doing this. Y'all got to stop doing it. What? I've been seeing dudes. I don't pay attention to people like that. He changed his name, but I'm saying
Magic to go over the league.
he did.
He did.
He did.
Magic and
He did
Bird.
outcome. And Bird. When we talked about this last week, 1A, 1B.
What I'm saying is this: from
And Magic was 1A.
87, 88 is when he took over the league. Back-to-back MVPs, back-to-back titles. I'm the best player in the world. This is my league. That's what he did. That's what he did. Like, I'm just saying, like, Steph didn't have that. If he would have, I could understand the argument even more. I'm a understanding ass nigga.
I don't know about the understanding ass nigga part, but
I am. I really am. I do understand shit. Bro, I understand LeBron fans. When I talk to LeBron fans, when they don't be disgusting as LeBron fans, I can understand why they see him as the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you grow up watching a motherfucker like that, you can't help but feel that way. They grew up watching them. They didn't grow up watching Jordan, Kobe. I understand it. I get it.
But the thing about it is, see, I think that the shift happened when the standard for what we consider to be the guy changed.
But that changed
because
every player through generation.
What I mean by that is, you can't name a sport where somebody who has a losing record in championship competition is considered the GOAT.
That's true.
Like you can't find it. It doesn't exist.
But you also can't. Them same players don't necessarily have what LeBron James does have in his particular sport. That's the difference. LeBron James happens to be the all-time leading scorer in NBA history.
Wayne Gretzky was that.
Yeah, what I said, I didn't say everybody. Wayne Gretzky is that. Tom Brady is that for his respective sport. Like, to me, nobody has a better argument for the GOAT than Tom Brady of all the sports, because he has all the numbers and all the wins that suggest that I'm the GOAT by far. Yeah. He has that. Nobody's coming close to him.
Tom Brady didn't get that until after he won his 6, by the way.
6 what?
6
no, he actually got he got the GOAT when he won that shit in Tampa.
Yeah. Like, no, he didn't.
No, I'll take that back.
He did.
I gave it to him when he came back against Atlanta.
Yeah, that's when he got the GOAT.
And
it wasn't when he. I'm gonna say.
What number ring was that?
You said which? That was ring.
That was 6.
Ring
that was 6.
5. No, against Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta was 6.
No,
Atlanta was 6, bro.
Atlanta was 6.
No, the Rams was 6. Atlanta was 5. Seattle was 4. The Falcons was 5. Yes. The Rams was 6.
Am I tripping? Hold on.
Yeah. The football guys, I'm a dog tonight, son. I'm in my bag. Y'all gotta stop playing with you, man. WAP, do this, man. History. The Falcons was 5, man.
Oh, even then, like I said, he didn't get his GOAT. He didn't get his GOAT status until his 6th ring.
Now that's why I say I agree with you on that, because I had to think about it because of the fact that Joe was undefeated. That's how strict the football should be, though, with the fan base.
Well, that's why I still had
It took Brady to get 6, because I ain't gonna lie, the nigga Montana got a run on back-to-back Super Bowl runs where he went 19 touchdowns and 1 interception.
One interception.
Brady ain't never done that. Ever.
Yeah, but also then the thing, and when we're talking about what about LeBron,
it's the outcome going off in the chair.
And then what we with LeBron is like, okay, it's also performance based in those moments. You know what I mean? And he's got 2 really bad ones on his resume. I'm not going to – the other losses, they were losses as well, but the 2 bad ones was 07 and 11.
The first 2.
The first 2 were horrible.
Yeah.
And
but when you argue with a LeBron fan, I try to explain to them he was a flawed player. They don't want to hear that, though. They don't understand what I'm trying to explain to them, which is what a lot of basketball fans don't understand, that mid-range jump shot is the most important shot in basketball. Because when you can hit that shot at a consistent rate, can't no real defense slow your ass down.
Yeah, and the biggest problem with LeBron is, and this is what, and I'll go back to 2016 real quick, is that LeBron doesn't have a spot on the basketball court. If Kobe, Mike, Melo, KD, them niggas get you on that elbow, on that wing, you fucked. Like, you just might as well chalk that shit up. Kyrie had a spot. Kyrie, that 3-point wing, that's his spot.
But he one of them though. Like he one of them, bro. He one of them that can just do whatever he want to you, bro. Like, you cannot guard that man one-on-one. You cannot.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Nobody.
I'm just saying, but they have a space on the court where if they want to go get a shot and they're going to want to go get a bucket, that's where they're gonna go.
Yeah.
LeBron just doesn't have that space on the court where he can feel confident. This is my spot. I can go get a bucket from right here.
And his tendencies is easy to read. What separates him, what make him special, obviously, is the athleticism. He's faster than you. He's stronger than you. You really can't slow him down once he get downhill. It's over with for you. So that's what make him special. But you're right. He does not have a specific area of the court where he can just where we know he gonna do you the worst. Like, he don't have one of them. Like, all defenders that talk about guarding these type of players, the LeBrons, the Kobe, they say like the only thing you try to do is try to throw Kobe off of his rhythm a little bit because he a rhythm player. With LeBron, it's shit you feel like you could do to him to make him pass. Where with a Kobe, you don't feel like that.
Yeah, you get LeBron off his square. That's why when when the hypothetical conversation, I'm gonna say that ahead because I hate using them, but it is what it is. It's like, why, if they ever had to play like the 96 Bulls, and then somebody like Dennis Rodman had to guard LeBron, he's gonna get so.
What team though? I'm saying,
the Cavs, or whatever team LeBron's on, don't matter. But it just gets like, he'll get like the way that Dennis Rodman is. He can take LeBron off his square for a bit.
No,
because he'll feed into the bullshit.
No, you can't.
We've seen him do it with lesser people, but okay.
Who?
Nigga just spazzed out on fucking Dylan Brooks just a month ago. We watched him spaz out on fucking
you judging LeBron at 41.
No, I'm going back. Stevenson. Deshaun Stevenson. What's his name?
I was gonna say, I've seen him do it. Lance Stevenson.
Lance Stevenson. We've seen this nigga spaz out.
He destroyed Lance Stevenson. Is y'all cool? What's going on? What y'all talking about, man? He destroyed him.
I said he fed into the bullshit, the antics that LeBron, the elbows, the kick, the pushing, all the stuff that he started to do to Lance Stevenson because he was feeding into the bullshit.
He won.
I seen him do it to Steph.
Okay.
I'm just confused. He won. He played good. I'm just confused.
I seen him do it to Steph.
I'm saying, like, okay, I'm saying with Dennis Rodman, if you telling me the Pistons Dennis Rodman, I can believe it more. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't believe 96 Dennis Rodman is doing anything with LeBron James. I'm just being a prime LeBron. I don't believe it, gang. I'm serious. I swear to God. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. This is why I be saying, this is why LeBron fans, I want y'all to know, I don't hate the man. I tell the truth when I can, bro. I do not see this shit. No way you gonna convince me of that. I don't give no fuck about them antics Dennis Rodman doing. LeBron James in his prime will destroy Dennis Rodman in 96. Destroy him.
I don't think so.
Y'all tripping. Y'all is tripping. That's like me saying.
Like we're just having two different conversations. Like I'm saying that he would feed into the antics of Dennis Rodman. Because if he fell into the antics of Lance Stevenson and all these other guys who don't do the ticky-tacky shit that Dennis Rodman does.
Lance Stevenson blew in this nigga. Yeah, that's ticky-tacky, weird as hell.
Yeah, but Rodman's going to do worse than that.
Yeah, he might. If it happened in '96, he can get away with it. But in 2014, you can't stick your finger in.
Like we forget the reason why. The reason we forget, and this is why I'm mad with the league about the shit. It was like Draymond got kicked out of that game in 2016, but it was instigated by LeBron because Draymond got into his head.
He still hit the man in the nuts, gang.
Because LeBron was feeding into the bullshit. And then when Draymond was on the ground, he stood over the nigga. Like, you know how it is if you stand over a nigga when you're not supposed to do that.
He stepped over the nigga.
But he didn't have to. That's the
man. It's the middle of a basketball game. Like y'all be killing me, man. Y'all be killing me.
But is that not in basketball terms disrespectful to the point where it's going to cause a problem on the court?
Man, I'm not hitting no nigga in the nuts. I might get up and get on that, but I ain't hitting no nigga in the nuts. That's some weird shit to me.
When you swipe up because somebody walked over you. If a nigga step over me and I swipe my arm up and I just happen to graze that nigga,
fucking LeBron.
I don't give a fuck.
Because you
walk over me, nigga.
Right
now.
It's that serious. It's that serious. Just like you said, you're gonna get up and you're gonna be on that. I'm on that from the time I hit the ground.
I'm never hitting no nigga in the nuts.
I'm on that from the time I hit the ground, nigga.
I didn't say LeBron. What Draymond Green did was right. What I'm saying was LeBron fed into it. They were going back and forth for a couple possessions. LeBron finally fell into it. That's what led to Draymond doing what he did.
And nobody cared when AI stepped over Tyronn Lue after he hit that jump shot. Like, nobody cared, bro.
We know they replay it because it's disrespectful.
It's still an iconic moment that's respected. People talk about it in a good regard. They don't talk about it in a negative regard. LeBron, the nigga Draymond failed. He stepped over the man in the middle of a game. Everybody want to make it seem like it's a big deal
because AI crossed up Tyronn Lue and made a shot.
This nigga Draymond was thirsty, hacking me. I stepped over him. And what the fuck?
And in basketball, that's deemed disrespectful. It don't matter when the situation it was. In basketball, that's deemed disrespectful.
It don't
in
matter.
Football, that's deemed disrespectful.
It's cool that he disrespected him. I'm saying, why are you hitting the nigga in the nuts, gang? Like, why are you trying to make sure like because he instigated it? That was worthy.
So being disrespected on the court doesn't warrant any type of reaction. Don't matter what kind of reaction.
Yes, it warrants a reaction, but the reaction that he did cost to most people him the series. He low blowed the nigga and got suspended. What are y'all talking about?
Because the conversation went completely
because you stepped over a nigga. If you don't step over him, that doesn't happen. Period. Point blank. Like
you gotta control yourself, guy. You're in the NBA, bro.
But LeBron didn't control himself.
That's somebody who's in the NBA. And name LeBron James, you have to control yourself too. What are we talking about here?
Can you get a technical or anything for stepping over a nigga? Can you get anything for that? Make it make sense right now.
It's considered taunting now, yes.
Yes, actually it is.
Now, was it then?
No.
Can it start a problem on the court, yes or no?
Guess what always been, your ass might get suspended if you hit a nigga in the fucking nuts. Guess what always
can it start a problem on the court, yes and or no?
LeBron fed into the bullshit is what I'm saying. You're going past the whole point. The point is that Draymond finally got to him.
Okay.
Yes, Draymond kicked him 100%. Draymond shouldn't have did that 100%. Draymond cost
his team anything. Who cost their team something?
But he could. Never mind. Okay, we are not.
I think you both. Two things could be true at once. I think you both are right, in my opinion.
But who cost somebody something? Who team lost something?
LeBron, I think Mel is right. LeBron did fall into it, and then Boo Up is right. Draymond did not have to react like that. I get that it warrants a reaction, but you do have to have some temperament over yourself to control yourself, especially in a game like the finals when your team needs you. So I think
You
it's both
can't
on
say that.
LeBron and on Draymond.
I was going to say, you can't say that about one person and not say that about the other person.
Yeah, I think
one
it's
thing
on
don't
both. I
happen
think
without
it's
the
on
other.
both of them. I
But
think
I'm
it's on both
saying
of them.
again, what did LeBron do to cost his team anything? Stepping over a player at that time was not a technical foul.
Right, but Buap, that could be looked at as escalating the situation. If he's feeding back into it, just like with the Dylan Brooks one, right? Whoever Dylan Brooks gets fouled, they don't call it. He runs up to him and he gives him a chest. That's Dylan Brooks, like extending or carrying on the situation. That's why Dylan Brooks is kicked out of the game, because if he just stops, controls himself, and it's like, all right, ref, you handle this, then we don't have it. But because Draymond didn't control himself, he didn't let the refs handle it, right? He made a move that is detriment to nigga kids. You got to go. So the suspension is on Draymond. The cause of it could be on LeBron, like Mel is saying, because LeBron fed into it, which then gives you the back and forth, right? Because it's only going to go on so long without one person doing anything. Both of them are going to do something, right? So LeBron feeding back into it then leads up to that moment. But that's not solely on Bron. That's on Draymond not being able to control his emotion, because Draymond's history shows he just loved kicking niggas in the nuts. That's just like his history shows he cannot control himself. So even if we're saying Draymond got to LeBron, can we not say LeBron got to Draymond?
Yeah, but on top of that, you got to name some times where antics just truly threw LeBron off of his game. Name
Isaiah Stewart.
Man, move. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Was that not antics that were off his game that caused him to punch Isaiah Stewart in the eye, had him bleeding all through the court, and had Isaiah Stewart chasing that nigga LeBron all the way through the court?
I watched that play 100 times. I do not.
Did you watch the whole game that led up to that moment though?
Yes. What antics? Name them.
They were literally going back and forth the whole time.
They was being chippy, being physical. That's
exactly. Those are antics. That's not just part of basketball.
That's not Dennis Rodman level antics. Like where you're Dennis Rodman is the type of motherfucker. He's smacking you on the ass. Good game, good play, and shit like weird shit. Like
you don't think that would get to one LeBron James?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Buwop thinks LeBron James is superhuman, and nothing can get to this nigga. And
if that's the case, you think Michael Jordan is superhuman, man? Come on.
I didn't bring Michael Jordan up not one time.
I'm saying that why do I have to think LeBron is superhuman just because I have enough respect to give him? Like I just don't hate him enough.
Because everything that was brought up, you completely denied it.
I don't agree with it.
So then you think he's a fucking superhuman.
I don't. That don't have nothing to do with it. Just because you bring up some nasty shit about LeBron, you do know I
said that he can fall victim to Dennis Rodman antics, and you said no fucking way. That's crazy. Meaning
that it's not going to be a problem to him production wise, throwing off his game. I don't see it. No, I do not see it. Okay. No, I do not see it. Not especially not the year you brought up Dennis Rodman. I said
I gotta bring up 87 fucking niggas, and I'm just talking about the man. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun, because we already have
89 Dennis Rodman when he was a more versatile defender. You're trying to bring up Dennis Rodman when he's done basically as an elite defender. Was he good still? He was basically a great rebounder, not so much as a great defender at that time.
Okay, so let's have some fun. Moving forward, let's laugh. Let's laugh. My nigga, Michael Beasley.
It's up to the coaches to understand that fish don't climb trees and monkeys are not found in an Atlantic Ocean. Meaning every player comes from a different environment. It's up to you to take the task of us all climbing, because fish have no arms, right? Take the task away and understand, and not take the task away, but understand the environment each comes from. So now you can doctor the task physically to equal them all out mentally, right? Because if you expecting the fish, the monkey, and the lion to perform on the monkey's going to win when it comes to climbing trees, right? But now if you put them in their own environments. Now you can let them be free physically while gauging mentally who they need to be.
Right.
Oh, this man is you like Mike Tyson, bro. Like you on the outside, we might not understand what's going on. Do you read? Like, give me a little bit. Yeah, the depth, bro.
The depth of them.
Where the hell you come from? Where you come from? Where you come from?
Fatima.
What?
My mom.
He said,
Right.
do you read?
Sometimes.
That nigga Brandon Marshall was so fucking lost. That nigga said, I don't belong in this class. This class is too advanced for me. Put me back in the beginners. I need the intro.
When I tell you, I cried for 20 minutes watching this video. Because I get what he's trying to
Brandon
say.
said,
but the way he tried to like the analogy he used was stupid.
That was the highest conversation I ever witnessed.
Yeah, that's
I'm
when a
high
nigga
right now.
smoked entirely too much and then was like, yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all with some smart shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all with some deep shit, bro. Y'all ever think about how a monkey climb a tree but not climb a tree because he don't got arms, and how a fish can swim far but a lion can't swim far? Like, nigga, what are we talking about right now?
Yeah, like you chose the wrong analogies to
now
try.
that was a dope analogy, I think. To me,
I
that
get
was
the analogy. Like, I understand
I
where he
get
was
like what
going.
he's trying to say is that
he could definitely
like,
lose you in it. He could definitely lose you in it. You ain't paying attention.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
You
no,
be like, what the
Brandon,
fuck are you
I
talking
got
about? Like, if I was high, like, nigga, we smoked 3 blunts, nigga, and he said that shit to me, I'd be like, nigga, what?
Brother, I'm trying to tell you, I'm somewhere on the opposite side right now because I don't know where he
Who I said I understand what he was saying. He said something about
what
monkey
he was
fish and the
trying
dog,
to
right?
what he was trying to say is a
Everybody
coach's
different.
job is to take everybody from their own environment and make a situation work, even though the environments they come from are
Different.
vastly different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but he
Monkey
like
in
the
the tree,
fish trying
in
to
the
climb
water.
a tree. Yeah,
Right.
like he was just
Different environments. Not everybody works in them.
right. Like I get it, but that shit was batshit crazy.
He said that was some Delonte West shit right there.
I honestly don't get it, bro. I'm gonna keep going.
He just explained it to you, boy.
Because
I put it in simple nigga terms for you, boy.
No, I love that. I appreciate y'all, my brothers. I appreciate it. But no, I don't understand it because it's like I don't want to be nasty when I say this. I'm not never downplaying coaching in the NBA. I do think it's important, but I just go off what history tells me. History tells me if I got a bad motherfucker on my team, I could throw out my playbook to some degree. I got this bad motherfucker. He gonna make some shit happen.
But even with that, look at Doug Collins tried that and it didn't work. Phil Jackson put Mike in a system and then it worked.
But I could also just attribute that some of that to that Scottie Pippen just wasn't as good as he needed to be at that time. I could also attribute that to that. Now I do
the
agree
team wasn't as good. The team.
That too, but I do think this is where I do give Phil Jackson his credit. I do believe because I can't give him all the credit because it wasn't his system. It is the system.
Tex winners, but he brought Tex winners in.
Exactly. But no, he was already on the team too. Tex winners was already there.
I thought he brought Tex in. Okay.
Tex was there. But he implemented the system. Like he's the head coach. He don't got to run it. He's seen the beauty of it. But the beauty of the triangle offense to me, it's not about even the star players. It's just the fact that it makes the role players feel a part of the offense.
Yeah, it's the movement and the spacing.
Lost in the offense. It's technically a system. You know, it's ran different from most systems. But the beauty of all systems is that all the role players feel a part of the system versus playing with the Luka Doncic, a LeBron James, a James Harden. Stand in this corner. I'm finna break this defense down, and you need to hit this shot. That's what's going on when you play with them type of players, unfortunately. That's the reality. But the triangle offense, the way it's ran, it's why a guy like Scottie Pippen is viewed in the way he's viewed. People think these are the nasty conversations that you have to have with people. Oh, he's a better playmaker than Michael Jordan. How? On what level? Because he's a facilitator in that offense. That makes him a better playmaker than Jordan. That's stupid.
Well, I mean, well, you got to understand. Well, then we go back to again what we said before. It's just if you just go to the box score and you see, oh well, he's got 8 assists and he's got 5 assists, you're going to automatically go, well, he's a better passer because he had more assists than this guy.
Right.
That's just the lazy approach of stat watching.
Yeah, it is, because
that's true because a guy can set up that guy for the assist, but he doesn't get credit for it.
But if we just, this is why per games matter more to me. If I ask you who had a higher playoff per game assist, like, you know what I'm saying, it's going to say Jordan. Like career highs. Scottie Pippen ain't never averaged no fucking 11 assists in no playoff series. Never. Season. Scottie Pippen ain't never averaged 8 assists in no season. Jordan did that. So, like, because somebody is, this is what I'm saying, this the beauty of the system. Scottie had a role in that system. He excelled in that role. People mislead that because he got 2-3 more rebounds than Jordan, 1-2 more assists than Jordan, but Jordan got 22 more points than him, as if that somehow make them equal, when everybody know the most important thing you can do is put the fucking ball in the hole. Everybody know that. But yet somehow when it comes to Jordan,
get really nasty right now, but I'm gonna shut up.
Get nasty. That's what you do.
Not great.
But I'm just saying, like, I agree that the system does help, you know what I'm saying, players like a Scottie Pippen. But I'm just saying, like, coaching in general is always going, and NBA in particular, is always going to be tied. The all-time great coaches are all going to be tied to some type of all-time great player.
Great player, yes.
Yeah.
Now,
there's
it's not always the case in football, though.
No. But let me think.
Not always.
Great player or great quarterback?
Just a great coach. Like, you could be a great coach and not necessarily coach the great quarterback.
But what if you're a great coach and you coach the greatest defensive lineman?
Because I was about to say, because Bill Parcells was a defensive nigga, and he always had that guy on defense.
He did. But he also had a great quarterback most of the time, too.
Yeah, good quarterback.
You know what I mean? Good for that era. Just
Phil Simms was good.
Phil Simms was a good guy.
Yeah.
Drew Bledsoe was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so he had a good system. Like, but he definitely
he was a defense guy. Like, he cut his teeth as a defense guy. So then, even no matter where he went, you know that defense was going to be legit.
Facts.
And he always had at least one dude on that defense that you would like could be arguable, could be in the top 5 in the league as a defensive player.
Why I say that is because how we just talking about this. The quarterback position is obviously the most coveted position in sports, right? We said this. So it's understandable if you're a great coach and you're attached to a great quarterback. That's common sense. But what I'm saying is that it's far.
And that would be the reason why Bill Parcells didn't win Super Bowls after he left the Giants.
True. Because he had good quarterbacks. He just didn't have no great one. But I'm saying, though, you got guys like Brian Billick who didn't have a great quarterback, but was a good coach, a great coach, a defensive coach. Mm-hmm. But he had an all-time great defensive player in Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, though, like, I'm saying, like, typically most of the all-time great coaches are associated with a quarterback. But in football, you can still get away with being like a great defensive coach.
Yeah, because the game is so divided offense defense.
Exactly.
Basketball isn't divided offense defense.
One flow. So it's like either you getting the job done as a coach, you making it work, or you ain't.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to be a great coach in the NBA without great talent. It's hard. It just truly is, because you need that great talent at some point.
100%. You mean, I don't care what sport you're playing. I don't care how you can be a good coach or you fuck you on. If you don't got good players, it don't matter.
Well, on the flip side of that too, we have coaches that have talent but don't do nothing with it. If we look at the Hornets, are we saying LaMelo is not a great talent. They have done nothing with him.
Yeah, he a great talent, but he just not like. I was just saying this shit earlier. When I think about like a guy like Devin Booker, a guy like Bradley Beal, these are good NBA players. Like Bradley Beal and Devin Booker. I don't know about Bradley Beal so much, but Devin Booker, if he stay healthy, he's going to probably score more than 20,000 points. He's going to probably, you know what I'm saying, be one of these top 20 scorers ever, like a DeMar DeRozan. And a guy like DeMar DeRozan had a good NBA career. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Everybody not gonna be Kobe. Everybody not gonna be Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's the problem with a lot of these sports debates, that we come into them. I ain't saying everybody, but a lot of people do come into these motherfuckers and just expect everybody to be as great as the next, even if somewhat the potential might be there. We might see the potential. Yeah, you might.
Well, and I think I think basketball is the biggest culprit of the potential bug. Like when you see somebody in basketball, you see somebody that they got a 44-inch vertical. They're 6'7", 6'8", got a little mid-range game, can shoot the three. You automatically jump. You've never seen them actually in real competition. It turns into, well, they can be the next this person. You know what I mean? Like they've done nothing. They haven't proved it. You haven't seen it, but he's going to be the next this guy. He's going to be the next that guy.
Grant Hill came out of college with expectations of being the next Jordan or whoever.
Yeah, like
Magic.
a reminder, because he had a ball head and could jump. Oh, he's going to be the next Michael Jordan.
But that's because the way the league is, the NBA.
They're always looking for the next one, though. They need it because they live off of it. The NBA cannot succeed without the next one coming along.
But it's because
they have to kind of throw it around until they finally find it.
It's because
as Kobe, as LeBron, as Curry, or whoever you want to put in this one, Giannis, Jokic.
But out of all the players, they're more image based, because the NBA players, you see their faces, unlike the NFL players, helmets. Baseball players, they wear hats.
Yeah, I just found out what Bijan looked like.
They're out there. You see them. So
I didn't know what Bijan Robinson looked like. I just seen his face.
You said who? Exactly.
I didn't know who the fuck he looked like. And I seen him on the interview. I said, "Oh shit, that's what that nigga look like." You know, he look like that.
Yeah, nigga walk right past you. You won't even know who he is.
You won't know who they are, bro.
That's the league, though. They got to do it that way. Yeah, Stafford just got the MVP. Shout out, my boy.
Yeah, I saw it earlier.
Okay. I'm gonna work on a new segment. It's kind of gonna be like the Chappelle Show, where they had the Charlie Murphy True Hollywood Stories. We're gonna do basketball though. We're gonna do basketball. So I'm gonna work it out. This is gonna be the first one.
Win, lose, or draw, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna get down. And Mike know this. They was staying at the Trump Hotel one time. You know what I mean?
Now, who is
the Sacramento Kings at the time? I was playing with the New Jersey Nets.
Okay.
And some shit went down. A motherfucker from 18 came in. He was drunk. He had a bitch with him. And he always was like pushing up on my wife at the time. Like not pushing up on her, but like saying a little slick. I'm like, whatever, okay, he complimented me on my taste. You know what I mean? I'm popping my collar, feeling good. But this nigga spun around and came over while we was chilling and then kissed her on her cheek. Boom. I was like, hey, nigga. And I was like, nigga, what the fuck wrong with you? And he was like, nah, she want another one. And gave her another one, and I gave him two of them. And he went through the... I gave him two, just like he gave her two. And he went through the glass table, blow. Fucked his hand up and all kind of shit, you know what I mean? And they were never able to go back to the Trump Plaza after that.
What player was that?
I just want to know who it was. I've been trying to figure out who the player was. I don't know who the player is. But
you said Sacramento Kings. He
Things
said
that
what
didn't
year?
happen for 500, Alex. Niggas
Stop
be
playing with my
lying.
boy Eddie House, nigga. See, get out of here, Moose. Stop playing with my
he's
boy
from the
Eddie.
Bay. That's one of your people. He's from the Bay.
Okay, stop playing with my
I know
boy
he's from
Eddie.
the Bay. I know he's from the Bay, bro. I know. That's the reason why I said things that didn't happen for 300, Alex. Because niggas be
Mike
whooping,
Bibby
bro.
confirmed it. Mike Bibby
Get the fuck
confirmed
out
it.
of here. Well, I want names. I want timestamps. I want to know, nigga, because everybody always coming out being ambiguous with the story. Oh, well, there was this one time where it was like, go say his name, but fuck that, bro. It's
Yeah,
been
I'm
10
where I'm
years. Say the
from,
nigga
nigga. We
name.
need to
Why
we
you
need
niggas
the
so
footage.
scary? You beat the nigga ass then. What, you scared to beat him up again? Like, why you so scared to say the nigga name now? Everybody
I
always
didn't
so
watch the
secretive.
whole interview. I didn't watch the whole
Well,
interview.
sometimes
No, that's what I'm
that's
saying. That's what I'm
sometimes
saying. I
move.
purposely say that shit because niggas like to do
Sometimes,
that shit, bro.
but
That's just corny to me.
sometimes move it's more damaging to say their name than not to say their name, because then if you say their name, you give them the window to get into the spotlight, and maybe Eddie wasn't trying to give him the window to get no spotlight.
Man, you want to be all in the
Fuck that
spotlight to
nigga.
tell the fucking story, but you don't want to tell the nigga
He
name
kissed
who
my
else is
wife.
involved.
But let's go watch the
Nigga.
full clip though before we start jumping to conclusions to see how that question was asked, who brung it up, like all that matters. Like if he
All I
wasn't
know
willingly
is I
telling
didn't
the
hear a name.
story,
I didn't hear the name of who he was talking about. Anytime
but
I
he
tell a
didn't. He
story
didn't say
about
it.
somebody else,
He didn't say a name.
Look, Mike Bibby
dropping the nigga
confirmed.
name. I'm sorry, shit.
But Mike Bibby confirmed it. Mike Bibby, my guy too.
Mike Bibby got to tell me a name too. Shit, I still ain't hear no damn name in that motherfucker, bro. Who was the nigga that you beat up for kissing on your wife, bro? Like,
But in
nigga,
the
why
same
you niggas
interview,
always
he
so
was
fucking
talking about.
ambiguous?
I'll do the research to get the whole clip, because I saw another clip from the exact same interview where he was talking about how he hit who did he hit with a bottle? Oh, Big Baby Davis. He said Big Baby Davis bore his ass out.
Pretty sure, shit, it's a big motherfucker. There we go. See, that's all I asked for is a name. I'm just saying, nigga, like if you telling the truth, you shouldn't have a problem name dropping.
Like I said, maybe he said the name before that clip started. I got to go back and look at the whole clip.
And I'm disappointed because nigga Eddie from the Bay, bro. He
didn't mention the name.
Come on, bro. You feel me? You supposed to drop a name, nigga.
But Eddie House got slapped, nigga. But no, he didn't mention the name. He said he said just that clip. What?
Ain't he married to Mike Bibby's sister?
Is he? I don't know.
Or Mike Bibby married to his sister. They that's why they tight like that.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm gonna get a bunch of like NBA stories like that, just so we can have a short little discussion on some of the stories that don't get told, or I mean they get told, but by the basketball players themselves. And Mon Shumpert got a bunch of his stories are the best. Him and Jalen Rose tell the best story.
Let's talk about how. I'll wait for another episode.
What's that?
I was just gonna say, let's talk about when Jordan was hating on Kobe in the '98 All-Star game.
He wasn't hating on Kobe in the All-Star game.
He slick was. Like
he was hating.
Yeah, he was mad in the '98 one.
Yep.
He was slick hating.
Yeah, he was mad that nigga made the shit. Well, he was more mad that wasn't they fouled his ass.
No, he was talking about the 03 shit, the last one.
Yeah. 98. No, what happened? Okay, 98. I can't remember.
When they was in the locker room and Gary Payton.
When he said the young. When he talking about when we talking about the young boy.
Yep.
No, he wasn't mad at Kobe about that.
He's hating. It's okay. He's still the
guy. I'll get the footage. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, he's hating. It's okay. I love him.
I'll get all the footage. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about that next week. But speaking of MJ, you brought MJ up. This is what more LeBron propaganda has been about.
Let's end the fairy tale right now. Michael Jordan was iconic, but LeBron James is better at basketball. Not cooler, not more mythical, better. LeBron came into the league at 18 and has been dominating for 2 decades. 2 decades. Jordan couldn't even make it out of the first round without Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson. LeBron does everything. Score, check, pass, all-time great. Rebound, power forward numbers. Defense, guards 1 through 5. Jordan was an assassin, but LeBron is a walking system. And don't miss this part. Context matters. Jordan never won without the perfect setup. Hall of Fame coach, Hall of Fame teammate, elite roster. Sure, LeBron left for Miami to team up with Wade and Bosh and create a super team. But before that, he dragged a Cleveland team that should have been in the lottery to the NBA Finals. He won titles in 3 cities, beat a 73-win team after being down 3-1. That alone should have ended the debate. Jordan dominated his era. LeBron dominates every era. Jordan was the best scorer ever. LeBron is the most complete player the sport has ever seen. You don't have to like it, but facts don't care about nostalgia. LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan.
Who wants to go first?
This Duck Dynasty.
Fuck this nigga. Nigga look like he wrestle alligators and shit.
He just capped like 8 times in a row. Oh, Jordan never won a series without Scottie Pippen or Phil Jackson. That's not true. Scottie Pippen part is true, but even in that first series he won,
What are you talking about when Scottie had 8?
Yeah, and Michael Jordan averaged 45, but
Yeah, Scottie had 8. Context matters, big boy. Mel, you know his name? What was his name? What was his name?
Was it on the thing?
Let's end the fairy tale right now. Michael Jordan was iconic, but LeBron James is better at basketball. Not cooler, not more mythical.
I can find it.
Fuck.
But the thing about it is, like, when they say like Michael Jordan didn't win until Scottie Pippen got there, and I'm like, well, you know, LeBron didn't make the playoffs his first 2 years, right? Like, he didn't make the playoffs. Like that happened. Like,
they don't care.
And I can say something ignorant like, well, they didn't make the playoffs until Larry Hughes got there. Like, I can say something stupid like that.
Won't be false.
And it wouldn't be false, but that would be me painting a narrative like LeBron was never going to make the playoffs until, you know, Larry Hughes got there. That's stupid. That's dumb.
That's what they do though. Like,
and I could say everything fell apart in Cleveland after Delonte West fucked his mother.
Yeah, and then you're gonna sit there and say, "Oh, well, he needed the perfect system." Well, that's why LeBron left, nigga. Like he left.
Trying to process it.
This wasn't working, and then that wasn't working. So he left to get a perfect situation. It's weird work.
I ain't gonna say he had a perfect situation, but I will say
I said he went to look for a perfect situation.
But
like
I mean, I ain't gonna say a perfect. Again, I don't
situation, whatever.
Right. I don't think that Miami situation was perfect. I just think everybody needs help. We all acknowledge that.
It was better than the Cleveland situation.
Exactly. It was better than the Cleveland. Yeah,
I don't think it was by far.
It might have been because
you said you don't think it was by far.
It
the
was
Cleveland team that he first left by far.
Because what happened? See, because you're going to base it off of that because Miami they eventually won a championship.
I'm talking about personnel.
Yeah,
Antoine, Carlos Boozer was there. Drew Gooden was there. Larry Hughes, Ilgauskas.
I don't hear D Wade. I don't hear Chris Bosh. Anybody on those type of levels of players.
Carlos Boozer was there only 1 year.
Yeah.
But who on that Cleveland team was on D Wade or Chris Bosh's level?
Nobody.
That's why I say by far. He went and played with 2 top 5 players in that position.
But the roster from top to bottom, like if you listen to LeBron, he say himself that bench was ass.
What bench? The Miami
the
bench?
First Miami bench? Yeah, the first one.
I don't give LeBron that excuse because the most important thing you can have in basketball. That's why I say I don't judge this really biasly. I judge this shit off of what the history suggests. LeBron James was arguably the best player in the world, playing with the top 3, top 4 player in the world, on top of having the top 25 player in the world. When you have what teams in NBA history had that
in a good bench
and didn't win, but still had that and didn't win? Like you supposed to win with that.
Right.
I would agree. His bench the first year, the first trip around wasn't as decent. Once he started getting the Shane Battiers, the Mike Millers, is when it kind of turned around.
But I'm saying though, like when you just do the math on it, right? It's not like baseball or football. Like you can have 3 of the best players in the world as far as their positions, but it's a 22 man like that got to affect the team. It's 22. You got 11 on offense and 11 on defense.
Yeah, like the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Miami Heat never had a stretch like the Cavs had from 2009 in a back-to-back season where they won 60 games.
Yeah, one of them years was a lockout year, which was 2012.
Yeah, they still won 62 and no, they didn't. No, neither one of them was a lockout year. They won 60. They won 62. They won 66 and 16 and 61 and 21. 82.
One of those years was a lockout years. It had to be. I'm positive.
I think that's 82 games. 82 is 82. I don't know what.
Hold on.
61 and 21 is what?
81.
82. And 66 and 16 is 82.
The
Well, somebody did the math. You know, I'm good. You know,
2011, 2012.
yeah, no, I took it, man.
2011, 2012 season was a lockout year. I'm positive.
I said 08 and 09. I said 2010, but it's the 09-10 season.
Right. But you was talking about the Miami year. I'm saying the Miami years, it was a lockout year. That's why one of them years they probably couldn't win 60 games because it was a lockout year.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying they didn't do it.
But they did things that Cleveland team didn't do, like win 27 games straight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying they did the biggest thing, which is win the title. They did that.
But no, my point is that the teams weren't that far off.
They were. Because if I have a significantly better number two than everybody else, I'm already in. That's why it's nasty when LeBron James loses with these players, and you know this. It's nasty.
No, what I'm saying is I know that I hold him. I'm one of the few people that hold him accountable for losing with the Miami Heat.
Because you don't care about what the bench look like. Because it don't matter. You lost with D Wade and Chris Bosh on your team.
Yeah, I said LeBron was the one who made the excuse that the bench was weak.
Yeah, he
can say that.
He kept it. That's not. You played bad, sir. We not trying to hear that. We know what's going on here. That's what I'm saying. Like it's the fan base trying to make up these weird narratives, but the reality is we know the truth. The truth is LeBron James played bad in 2011. He was not going to win that finals playing the way he played. And we know that the people that look at LeBron James finals records look at that he's just not outmanned as people try to make it seem.
No, like the game. Yeah, no, the game to say that's another narrative one day we'll get to it, is that he was this he was this massive underdog whenever he went to the finals. And that's not the case. That's not the case.
No, it's never been the case.
All right, last one I want to get to is our favorite Go James Kingdom posted this. Said we were robbed, the media robbed us of history. Back-to-back depoys for LeBron in 2012 and 2013, saying that Tyson Chandler and LeBron James, when it comes to first place coaches votes, LeBron had 24, Chandler had 13. In 2013, with the coaches votes, LeBron led what was tied with 25, and Marc Gasol, Marc Gasol had 5. The problem with this is this propaganda is bullshit, because anybody who knows anything will tell you this. Coaches' votes have not officially determined Defensive Player of the Year award. It has always been decided by a media panel. Coaches previously voted on all defensive teams until 2013-2014 season. Media voting was used for both DPOY and Defensive Player of the teams after that change. Meaning, why are you bringing up the goddamn coaches when that shit don't even matter?
Anything for the debate, bro. You know this, man.
So, and then we get to the whole, we got robbed of back-to-back DPOYs from LeBron, right?
So I had to go do a lot of stuff, huh?
I had to go do a little bit of work, just a little bit. I went and looked at the 87 season when Michael Cooper won defensive. I was around for that. I was a youngster at that time. This is what Michael Cooper did. 106.9 defensive rating, 1 steal, half a block, 78 total steals, 43 total blocks. He won DPOY. LeBron, in his 2 seasons, the 2012-2013 combined, had 244 steals, 117 blocks. And a defensive rating, I think, when I averaged it out, was probably like around 95, I think. 95, 96, something like that. Pretty good defensive rate. Say, why you do that, Mel? Because Michael Jordan, when he did not win Defensive Player of the Year in 87, averaged damn near 3 steals, a block and a half, had 236 total steals, 125 total blocks, that's what LeBron did in 2 seasons. This nigga did that shit and won. So when you ask why Michael Jordan is the goddamn GOAT, it's shit like this that gets overlooked. Like they just gloss over like it didn't happen. When we talk about the first time somebody does something, to get 200 steals and 100 blocks as a guard for the first player to ever do it, he's supposed to win
big man's league too.
He should have won back-to-back DPOIs. Easy. But he didn't.
I disagree.
Why is that?
Because I ain't gonna say he wasn't a candidate. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like he ain't never been a better defensive player than Hakeem Olajuwon a day in his life. Not a day in his life.
Well, they play defense two totally different ways.
Yeah, the way Hakeem plays is more important than what Jordan does.
It's a big man's league, of course.
It's still even
That's
today,
why I said Jordan did that in a big man league.
even today, like how I look at Jordan as a defender. Jordan is like a cornerback. He's like a prime time, a Darrell Reeves. He's a cornerback. Like he's going to lock in, especially if you're good too. Like that's the problem with defenders like Jordan and Kobe. They only engage when that matchup there. Like it's one of them type of dudes as a two guard. They want to lock in. They want to be engaged. And then Jordan weakness and strength as a defender is he's amazing in the passing lane, but it's also a gambling thing. When you play in the passing lane, you gamble. You give up a lot of backdoors, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Jordan didn't excel in the passing lanes. Clearly, you averaging 3 steals. But at the same time, it is viewed as a gamble when you live in the passing lanes because you don't always get those steals. Now, Jordan as a shot blocker is still exceptional. He's clearly a better shot blocker to me than a guy like LeBron James because Jordan is doing it in the half-court setting where LeBron is chasing you down and you can't even really feel those type of blocks. Like Jordan is IQ blocking your shot. Came over as a help defender and blocked your shot, where LeBron is more the help side. I mean, to me, LeBron is more versatile though in a half-court setting because he can get out there and cover perimeter players and bigs. I'm not saying Jordan can't do it, but LeBron does it a little bit better just based off of his size. But I do think as far as like the defensive steals, like Jordan clearly get more steals and blocks than Tony Allen, but I don't think Jordan's a better defender than Tony Allen.
No, I didn't say it was better. What I'm saying is, for the first time somebody does something like that at the position he's playing, the reward is normally given. The reward wasn't given.
To a degree, the Bulls, I mean, he had all the metrics that should suggest that he should have been a decoy for sure. In the year he won it, he had all the metrics. The numbers suggest that, yes.
Yeah, this was the year before. The numbers this year were better than the year that he won it.
I don't know about the team rating defense. The Bulls, I know in 88 when he won it, that the Bulls were like a top 3 defense. I don't know what they were in 87.
Yeah, Jordan's defensive rating that year, I think was like a click higher or a click lower. I can't remember. It was. But
the team defense, like as a rating, matters more when you win in a decoy because, like most of the time, history suggests that even though I don't think Michael Cooper should have won that motherfucker because he wasn't even a starter. That I think he's the first player to ever win a decoy off the bench, and that's crazy. That's insane.
That's a 6-man defensive player of the year. What's up?
Like that's insane, bro. Like, but I'm saying, yeah, I fuck with why you brought that up though, because I always had a problem with that Michael Cooper winning the shit. I don't think LeBron should have won it either though. Like,
it was my thing is I always use their argument against them. Like if you're going to say that, and that's cool, all right, cool. But then we can go. Dwight Howard should have won 7. if we're gonna have that conversation.
I think Serge Ibaka should have won 2013.
Serge should have won. And I like it's like, but the thing, the the problem I have with LeBron fans is that they act as if other great players weren't snubbed of awards.
Of course.
Like they act like Kobe didn't get snubbed for MVP awards. Like, you know, like it's we can go to every single player and be like, well, he could have won Defensive Player of the Year this year. He could have won MVP this year. Everyone. There's everybody. No one. LeBron's not the only person that you feel like, oh, well, he should have won something a year that he didn't win.
I just don't like how they think it's absolute. Like, and there can be no other player to go against LeBron in the Defensive Player of the Year.
Right, it's not
like,
debatable.
No, nigga, like, it's like, thank you, sure. Like, it's not debatable. It's for surely debatable. The years that Tyson Chandler and Marc Gasol won, they were the two of the top defenders in the NBA. Why are niggas acting like LeBron was just a head over heels best defender of everybody? That's the problem that I have with the shit. Because they think that LeBron was, he's the best defender. No, bro. Like, they were great defenders in the league that year, bro. Like, it's okay. He didn't win it.
The thing for Marc Gasol though is that Tony Allen and Mike Conley made the all defensive teams as well that year, and that's going to hurt. That should hurt you. I don't think
that it should, but that Memphis defense was stupid.
Yeah, but it was a large part due to that.
It was Tony Allen was the anchor. If you're gonna ask me who the anchor was, it was Tony Allen.
No, it was Marc Gasol. It was Marc Gasol.
I don't think so.
I think I can go either way, honestly.
Tony Allen just was like the heart and soul because he that guy that's going out there like you could put him on an elite scorer. Like, of course, that's gonna always
to me, that's what the anchor is. It's like when you can go out there and especially on the perimeter, and you can not take away, but neutralize their best guy.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but that's rare. That's what I'm saying. That situation it's not. I'm not saying it don't happen. It's more prevalent in the playoffs, obviously, when you got those type of matchups. But like on a season base, the rim protection is always going to be the most valuable thing because that's always going to be we gotta prevent easy baskets. That's the reality. We have to do that. Nobody can come in the paint and score. Like they can't think they can do that. I don't give a fuck who you is.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to ask if you're going to say. I mean, if LeBron wasn't the DP, he wasn't the next nigga in line to get that DPOY. He wasn't the second next nigga. Like that's the argument. Is that he wasn't even second.
He might have been though. He might have been. He was the best defender on his team.
On his team.
But what about the league?
I'm just saying, like relative to the DPOY, it's about impact to team. As far as his team, he was the most impactful
against
the team.
Against other people that are in the same position and their impact to the team.
But I don't think Marc Gasol was more impactful than LeBron James for the Grizzlies.
On defense?
No, I don't. I think Serge Ibaka was though.
We know you love Serge for DPOY.
I just think because I don't think nobody else on that team was like great defenders. Like I think Westbrook was a good defender. Like he above average, but he wasn't no like elite defender. Kevin Durant ain't never been no elite defender to me. Serge was the true like all NBA, all defensive type defender. So like on that team, and they was a top 5 defense that year. So I gotta kind of like look at that being same way with the Rudy Gobert shit. Like Rudy Gobert won 3 DPOYs because he's the lone defender on a team where it's not you can't look at no other good defenders on that team for it.
So that year in 2012-2013, as Marc Gasol, LeBron, Serge Ibaka, Joakim Noah, Tony Allen, top 3.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Top 5?
Top 5, my bad.
First team All NBA. That's 6 players though. It was 6 players on the first team, I think. No, 5.
6 players on the first team.
They did that before.
They had a swap out?
Like 6 players on the first team or some shit.
Said 6 players on the first team.
Yeah, he said they did it one year. I'm like, well, how they do that? They just doubled up?
Yeah, so you saying Marc Gasol. So if it wasn't Marc Gasol, like you said, Serge, Tony Allen, LeBron. Well, Joakim Noah was kind of nice that year, but not.
Joakim was real.
The Bulls.
That's probably the best thing he did, honestly.
The Bulls just had an identity as a defensive team. So, like, and I think he won the next year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he won in 2014.
Everybody misses awards, though.
No, that's true.
Just what it is. And we could go back to everybody's career and say they should have got this, they could have got this. Because I know we did it with Steve Nash. I know a lot of people think that Steve Nash deserved 2 in a row. I don't. I'm not one of them that do. I could pull up the numbers and show you Tim Duncan had a pretty good year that year, where the Spurs were. Kobe had a pretty good year that year. Dirk had a good year one of those years, and I think the Mavs were in top 3. So we all going to feel like somebody got slighted somewhere.
I don't, though. I promise you, like, I don't feel like nobody that won MVP in the last 30 years, 35 years, like, shouldn't have won that award. I'm not saying that there's not an argument for other players, but I'm not
Mike
saying
at 93 should have won that shit. No, I mean, and I understand why Chuck won it. And 98 97 when Karl Malone won it was crazy.
Yeah, but even that year, the thing about it is that Jordan had a first team All NBA player and a first team All Defensive player in 97.
That's a good segment.
Malone did not have that. Malone won 64 games. The Bulls, and some of that can be voter fatigue, but I'm not. What I'm saying is that ultimately that Jordan didn't have like a I clear you season. Like, he had a great season for sure. Could he been the MVP? For sure. But again, I'm not mad that Karl Malone won the award. Like, damn.
Dennis Rodman wasn't no first team All Defensive player in 97. That nigga didn't even make a defensive team.
Scottie Pippen was.
Oh, I thought you said Dennis Rodman.
No, Scottie Pippen was. And he was first team All NBA. That's hard. It's hard to win, you know what I'm saying, like an MVP when you got a teammate that's viewed as that good. Like, in Jordan, that's what makes Jordan exceptional, because Jordan still won MVPs with Scottie doing that. He still did that. But the team record was 69 wins, 72 wins. Difference. Versus in 93, they won 57 games. I think Barkley done won like 64, 65, some crazy shit like that. Barkley coming to a new team. We know that always plays a narrative in the MVP.
Yeah, well, like I said, the narrative was built for Barkley to win that MVP.
We know that happens. We know, that's what I'm saying. We gotta start accepting the fact that what the MVP is narrative based. We know that. We understand that if you have the better story, you probably win the award. Nash had the better story. He had the better story. That's mostly why he won the award. You come to a team that's no first year.
Repeat that same story. The two years I got in that row.
Yes, you can, because the first year. No. Oh my God, the first year moved. They were a team that had just won 29 games. They win 60 games the next year. Then the second year, not only do I up my points, my assists, I lose my most prolific scorer, Amari Stoudemire. And we still are a problem in the West. That's the narrative. You can't just say, oh, well, he had Amari Stoudemire no more. No, we getting shit done still without Amari Stoudemire.
And I still feel like one of them awards go to Kobe.
And or Tim Duncan or Dirk Nowitzki.
I'm saying,
or Tim Duncan or Dirk.
You can say they was all contenders and deserving, or they had cases. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Again, I'm saying, like, just like Malone won in 97, if you told me today Michael Jordan was the MVP, I wouldn't be sitting here saying Michael Jordan robbed Karl Malone. I'm not saying players got robbed, especially if they had a legit case or a legit argument.
I could get behind that.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. It was just like no one. We just accepted. All right, Carmelo won it. Barkley won it. This one won it. This one won this. This one won that. But when you talk with LeBron fans, it's well, LeBron got robbed of 2 MVPs, or he got robbed of the DPOY, and this, that, and third. Like it's like, bro, that's you.
Did he get also robbed of some finals?
They specifically say.
Well, no, they say that. They say if KD doesn't go to the Warriors, or LeBron to get this and get like shit happens, bro. Like it's the league.
The MVP they say he specifically got robbed out on was the Derrick Rose one, obviously. It was his first year in Miami, and he was the villain, and blah blah blah. Like, bro, the MVP has never meant.
I agree with you, Malcolm.
You are the best player in the world. It has never meant that. Because if it did mean that,
it just means you had the.
But that
I don't even know if it means you had the better season.
More MVPs. That's just what it means. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
yeah, because if MVP went to the quote unquote best player in the league, then Jordan probably would have 8. LeBron would probably have about 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Right? So that's
Kobe would have like 5 or 6.
For sure. Like at least 3 to 4. Like he would have them. Like that's just the reality.
Shaq will have a couple of more.
Yeah, like if that's the case, then Jordan would have won MVP every year from 87 to 88.
Exactly.
To 98.
98.
I got you.
He would have had 10. Southbook. Well, he still retired from 2 years. 8. Yeah, 8. But regardless, it's just that's never been the case. We all should understand that by now. That's my biggest problem with a guy like Bill Russell. You know, I don't want to be nasty, but at the end of the day, you want.
I don't even know if it's the best performance. I think Buat's right.
It's the best story.
The best narrative around the player. Yeah,
best story mixed with like being like the best player on your team.
Being the best player and being like a top 5-ish player in the league with the best story.
Yeah, top 5-ish. You can't be top 10-ish and you think you're gonna get it.
More like top 5. Like if you in those discussions, because I don't think Derrick Rose was just a flat out top 5 player in 2011, but I do believe he had the best story. I do believe he was the most valuable to his team because when you look at who his second best player was compared to who LeBron's second best player was, there's no conversation.
Oh, dang.
The gap is massive.
It's no conversation. Like, so
LeBron thing was like that, but he wasn't like that.
Yeah. And what people do to Steve Nash is, right, they look at the fact that you got 2 20-point scorers on your team. And that's true. Sean Marion was a fucking problem. Amari Stoudemire was a fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? So you see this, and then you got the role players, the Leandro Barbosas, the Boris Diaws. You have these players. So people see this, and I understand, but we also have to understand the importance of Steve Nash. If you're watching the games, you're seeing Steve Nash, the level he's creating, baseline to baseline, dribbling that thing out. Like Steve Nash was a problem. That's something that you can't say just every point guard can do. I don't believe John Stockton can do it, and I swear to God I believe that.
You're not going to start just on Stockton. You just leave John Stockton alone.
I don't
think he was a bigger problem than Kobe that year. That's all I'm saying.
No, not from an individual standpoint, no. But that's still never been the MVP because I never thought, you know what I'm saying, that after 2012 to 2020, I never thought it was a better player in the league than LeBron James. Not for 1 second. I don't give a fuck who won the MVP. I don't give a fuck what they did. Because nobody had a more complete body of work than LeBron James, a more consistent body of work than LeBron James from 2012 to 2020. Nobody.
From when? So say it again.
2012 to 2020. Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
From 2012
to 2020. Nobody
in league history has had a better career.
I didn't say league history. I'm saying from that time frame in the league I was playing with. Nobody can say I was better than LeBron James during them years. Nobody.
Oh.
Nobody.
Nobody can say that, but I'm gonna say it, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, y'all can say it. You'll just be being nasty. You ain't gonna have no like validity behind it. You'll just be talking about momentum, moments, and weird shit. You know, it's okay.
I mean, he wasn't. I mean, I can agree that LeBron has been a top 3 player for over that time from 2012 to 2020, 100%.
So who
like,
did?
but the other 2 people that were in that top 3 might have switched out.
All right. So
he was the most consistent player in the top 3 from that time.
Yep.
Or the most hype.
He didn't have the team that Steph had. Like, so every time you talk about like, oh, Steph beat him, we all know Steph had a better team. Steph has never been a better individual player than LeBron James. I don't think there ever been a series where Steph Curry was ever better than LeBron. Ever. Not one.
I mean, we're not, because they're not asked to do the same things.
I don't care. If
It's hard to compare people when their jobs are completely different.
No, if you're better than I just judge you by your impact. Are you better than me, impact wise? No, you're not. Steph not. I don't care about that off-ball gravity shit, bro. He is not a more impactful basketball player than LeBron James. You're not finna tell me that.
But he impacts his team differently than LeBron does.
He has a better team than LeBron James.
Did they have a better team in 2015?
Yes.
How?
Because LeBron's second and third best player did not play.
Who was Steph's second best player?
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson wasn't even an all-star.
You just asked me who team was better. Steph team.
He averaged 13 points.
Listen, if you told me everything was equal, Kyrie, Kevin Love playing, I would told you LeBron James had a better team. That's what I mean.
Zaza Pachulia was the second leading scorer on that team. He scored like 15 points.
Pachulia was not on that team, man.
Well, whoever the center was, whoever the fucking center was,
Andrew Bogut.
Andrew Bogut, my bad. That's who it was.
Again, are y'all trying to tell me without Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love that the Cleveland Cavaliers are as good as the fucking Warriors? Are y'all telling me that?
They're even. That's what I'm saying, that they're even.
How the fuck are they even, Mel? How?
Where are they not? How are they not? It was just Steph. It was just Steph at that time because Clay didn't become Clay. Draymond wasn't Draymond. They were just niggas on the team at the time.
They were good players. They were all-star caliber players. They were showing you flash.
Nigga averaged 11 points.
They weren't all-stars at the point.
They weren't all-stars.
Bro, I don't know if they was an all-star that year. I don't think Draymond definitely was, but I can only judge that team off of what they were as a collection of talent. Talent-wise, Steph, Clay, Harrison Barnes, Iguodala, Draymond, Bogut, Sean Livingston, Leandro Barbosa. That is a more talented team than the Cleveland Cavaliers, especially once you tell me Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love is no longer playing. What are we talking about?
Kevin Love didn't play. Kevin Love hadn't played since the first series of the playoffs.
Exactly.
So that nigga wasn't there, and they still made it to the finals.
Exactly. That don't have nothing to do when we're talking about
why. So you can't count the nigga. So they made it to the finals without him.
Why? What does that have to do with when we're talking about them facing first versus?
Because we're talking about them when they was playing in the finals.
Yes, they're not a better team than the Warriors.
You can't mention a nigga who didn't even play in the playoffs.
Yes, I can.
They're still without him.
We're talking about that specific series right then and there. If they got to the finals, that means that dude wasn't that big of at that moment in time for that team, that his presence wasn't that much needed.
Yeah, okay.
Kyrie is different. Kyrie got hurt in the first game, so I totally understand that.
I don't. I'm still just judging it from what it is. He's a part of that team. Yes, he got hurt early on in the playoffs. He played in the playoffs. He got hurt. But regardless,
that's the year Kenny Olynyk pulled his arm out of socket.
Yes.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, you're judging it from they still was able to get there without him standpoint. I'm not judging. I'm simply judging it from the Warriors had all of their good players. Everybody was healthy. The Cavs did. Simple as that. If the Cavs had all of their players, I think the Cavs are a better team, and I think I had the Cavs winning the championship before the injuries. So like I don't know what you're doing here. Because the Warriors without Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love is clearly a better team. Just like it's obvious. It's like nothing to talk about. They won 67 games that year. Stephen Curry was the MVP. They're clearly a better team. Better depth. Just a better team. It's like it's okay. Especially when you say Kyrie Irving is no longer there and Kevin Love's there. It's like I don't get it. That don't.
So the Cleveland team. So the Cleveland. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it because we're not gonna talk. Because then we're gonna go sideways. Because wins matter on certain things and they don't matter on certain things. Is weird. I don't understand it.
They do matter. The only thing I can ask any individual basketball players to max out. That's all I can ask. I can't do nothing else. I can't always tell that individual basketball player to win. I can't. Because you can do all you can do and still lose.
So you said that they were a better team because they won more games in the regular season. When I brought up the Cleveland Cavaliers team, when they won more games, that wasn't the same case. That's all I'm saying.
When? And are you talking about the 09? Yeah. When they won 60-some games? What you mean? Mm-hmm. That is the same thing. I'm just telling you, like, you're not finna convince me because we seen that too. It's just still instances where you've seen teams win a lot of games and lose in the first round. I've seen the 60-win Spurs team lose in the first round. I've seen this shit. I've seen that. Like I'm telling you, when a team has like, you're not gonna convince me that the Cleveland Cavaliers.
So the records don't matter then.
Not always, no. Because
you said that you had Cleveland winning that series, regardless that the Warriors won more games.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I didn't know who was coming out the West at the time, honestly. I truly didn't. But I knew the Cavs was coming out the East. I didn't think nobody in the East could beat them. So at the time, I picked the Cavs to win. Like I said, in the beginning of the year, I picked the Cavs. I felt like LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love, who's going to beat them? That's what I felt. The Warriors wasn't the Warriors at the time. They was a team on the rise. Steph wasn't the MVP at the time. I thought at that time, to be honest, I thought the Spurs might be the team that they was the defending champions. I thought they might come out the West.
I'm just writing over stuff. When we have our next conversation, I know how to use it.
Man, I do this shit, man.
I'm just making sure. My goal is to keep people consistent.
That's my job. That's why I started my TikTok account. That's all I want people to do is stay consistent. That's it. Stay consistent. Nothing I said should make, like, again, I'm gonna say this again because you say you changed my name to LeBron. I don't think LeBron has no case to be the GOAT. No case. Literally, not one.
Well, you defending them like motherfucking Johnny Cox.
I'm not defending him. It's just talking the conversation on both sides. You got to be able to give him his props on what he has done in his career.
Exactly. That's it.
And I think that's where we differ when we talk with LeBron and Jordan fans.
The conversation wasn't about props. I had said I gave a specific thing about LeBron dealing with a certain situation, how he would react to it.
Right, and Buwab didn't agree with it, so he talked about it from the other side of the conversation, which we are as sports talkers should be able to do, to look at both of players and be able to talk both of them objectively.
Again, the conversation was one way, and then it went somewhere else. Like, that's not what the conversation was about.
It went somewhere else because I disagreed.
Because he disagreed with you. And then he explained why he had disagreed with you.
No, but the point of the conversation, it doesn't, I'm not talking about if he won the game or not. I'm just talking about his reaction to said incident. Whether he won the game or not, or how he performed, totality wasn't part of the conversation.
Right, but what I was ultimately saying is that you said, like, again, we started with the Dennis Rodman antics thing. Like, you don't think he could deal with those antics. What I'm saying is that, especially if we're talking about like, if you tell me a 41-year-old LeBron, then I think, yeah, you got a better argument for that. But if you're telling me a prime LeBron James, 26, 27-year-old LeBron James is affected by Dennis Rodman antics, I don't see it. He's so much better than him. Like, he's just so much better than him. It's not like Dennis Rodman's in his prime in 96. That's why I said
if Mel's over there, right? He's so much better than him. He's so much better than him.
One, Dennis Rodman, when he was a younger version of himself, a more versatile defender, I could see that person from a physical standpoint being able to keep up with a young LeBron. I cannot see 37-year-old Dennis Rodman keeping up with a prime LeBron James. I don't care what he's going to have to do all the antics in the world to even remotely slow him down. Everything. He's going to have to pull everything out the woodworks because he didn't slow down Sean Kemp. So why the fuck would I believe he's going to slow down LeBron James?
LeBron is sensitive, and we know this.
I don't think Jason Terry didn't do shit, but
this is what I'm talking about with y'all being discussed.
JT play ball though. And
this is what I'm talking about.
Is he not?
Okay. Is LeBron James not significantly better than Sean Kemp? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? Is LeBron soft? Do it even matter if he's softer than Sean Kemp? He will destroy an old ass Dennis Rodman gang. I promise y'all this.
Well, we didn't see it against JJ Barea, so I don't know. I mean, nigga was in his prime, right? I mean,
oh man,
he got a point in his prime. Did he hold his composure against the JJ Barea? I don't think he did.
Y'all make it seem like JJ Barea was explicit. Like, show me how many plays in that finals JJ Barea guarded LeBron. Just show me.
Jason Terry.
Jason Terry guarded him. So
I can have the breakdown for you after I get off work.
Go ahead. Jason Terry guarded him because he played more minutes than a guy like JJ Barea. Yep. But y'all be so nasty. Y'all be nasty, bro.
I'm just you saying it can't happen, but we've seen it happen. That's my only point is that we've seen it happen though.
We've seen Dallas be
trap LeBron
team concept defenses to slow down.
Yeah, they trapped him. Yeah,
we've seen that.
We say JJ Barea, but if you look at the game, if you watch the game, you see 3-4 niggas around LeBron at all times. Even though they're not as close as JJ, they're in the vicinity to clog that paint. They want the ball out of his hand. Even we talked about this before. Even Mark Cuban talked about their schemes with Skip of what they did against LeBron, and it wasn't just JJ; it was a team effort. Even though JJ is the focal point, I know people like using that against LeBron. If we're being real and like you say, Mel, facts over feelings, the fact is that it was collectively a team effort doing what they did to LeBron in 2011.
Yes. Should he been a more aggressive still? Agreed. But we can't.
I'm not giving him excuses. It's on him.
Because that's the only thing I will say he fucked up at. Like, he wasn't.
It's on him. It's on him, Mel. Don't think I'm giving him excuses. It's on him. So we got to give the Mavs credit for what they did.
Yeah,
the Mavs as a whole.
It wasn't a one-man operation. It wasn't that.
It was them as a whole.
So
Then Wade and LeBron making fun of Dirk did him in too. So
yeah. That just. Again, that was
a team banding together. So we're gonna get you for that.
In his career, we know that nobody's ever going to take it away from him like they shouldn't. I'm not. It's the stain. It's the biggest stain on why he's not the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
That happened.
I think we all agree there.
I understand it was a team collection, but at the end of the day, I don't still see why it had to happen that way. How bad it happened. It didn't have to happen that bad. Because we've seen great players go up against great defenses and still, again, what he did against the Warriors in 2015, he should have done that series, win or loss. Then you can hang your head and say, I did all I could.
Well, if he would have did that, they would have won the fucking series.
You said they would have what?
They would have won the series.
Oh, yeah, probably. Like D-Wade played great. So, like, yeah.
Because Wade and Bosh held up their end of the bargain.
For sure. I keep it consistent with him. Again, I say the same thing in 2014. like when you look at the numbers, I think he averaged 28, 8 and 4, like on some decent shooting splits. No, he should have did what he did the next year. He should have did that. He should have left it all out there. I don't think he left it all out there in 2014. Mm-hmm. That's my problem. I think he just put up his stat line. I think he already mentally was gone again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he knew he was already finna leave Miami. And I'm just gonna put up my stat line so motherfucker can't really say I ain't really perform. That's how I felt.
But that's, to me, before we get up out of here, like that's to me the storyline for LeBron in most cases, not all, just most cases for me, is it gets to a point where he's just like, you know what, I'm just going to do what I can do. Fuck, like my thing against Golden State, the first time that KD got there, I think if he just decides, let me just try and play defense on KD. Like, let me just try to slow him up a little bit. He didn't even bother to try and play defense on Kevin Durant.
Because there ain't no defense he can play on him.
I'm not buying it.
That to me more contributes to what I said for the last 3 years. Players let players get that shit off.
Man, I don't give a fuck who you really gonna put on that man. Like, that's one of them.
I'm with you too, but I think LeBron was still letting KD get his shit off.
I'm saying you have, like, a nigga like KD, a nigga like Kobe, a nigga like Jordan. You cannot put a guy that's going to be heavily off, like you need him offensively as well. You cannot put that type of guy on him. It just don't. There's no evidence of that ever working. No evidence. A guy that got the offensive load of a LeBron James, to ask him to slow down to Kevin, it's not.
But that's where. But you have a guy like Kyrie. You still have Kevin Love. Like you don't necessarily have to knock yourself out offensively when you have two other guys that can pick up that end for you. If you can, and I'm not saying LeBron has to shut it down completely. I'm just saying he should have been able to tighten up your shorts, man. We're gonna lock in today.
I know. He not that type of defender. You making him be something that he ain't. Like, you have.
But no. My thing is, if you're going to call him this guy, that's all I'm saying. Not you. I'm just saying when people are saying LeBron is him and he's he's the best basketball player we've ever seen. Part of being the best basketball player is playing both sides. It's not just offense. You got to be able to play defense too.
But he did guard Kevin Durant. He's just, Kevin Durant is a great offense.
I mean, KD did hit the two iconic shots over him back-to-back years too.
What is he gonna do with that? Shit. You can't do nothing with that.
Can't do shit.
Nothing. I'm
just pull up over the top.
It's one thing to say that he can't do nothing, and it's another thing for a nigga to not even try.
My man,
I get that.
Yeah, he was trying. I promise you. What do you do when Kevin Durant gets a rebound and he's sprinting at you like on a fast break and pulls up and shoot in your face? It's nothing you can do about that.
He didn't pull up in the space. LeBron was
Yes,
standing.
he did. Go pull it up right now.
The nigga was at the foul line.
No, the three. I'm talking about the three. The three was
the
transition
LeBron
rebound.
Was backpedaling. LeBron was at the foul line.
What are you supposed to do?
He never stopped ball. Stop ball.
Can try to stop ball. I don't know. That might work.
Oh my God, you two niggas kill me. I want one of y'all to try to stop me right now. Then see if you can stop Kevin Durant. You can't even stop me from stopping the ball. I'm coming at y'all.
How?
You can't. Because you can't. I'm telling you, can't.
How?
Because I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
How I can't?
Because you can't.
How I can't though?
Because you can't. Because I know niggas that can't do it right now, and I'm 36 years old. That's why. And you're not stopping LeBron. You're not stopping no fucking Kevin Durant either, unless you like that. Defense.
How hard is it to stand in front of somebody who's dribbling the ball?
If I'm giving you the breakdown. He's Kevin Durant. He got the rebound.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you supposed to do? Guard him 94 feet?
I mean, it's in the finals. Why not?
In the fourth quarter, he's supposed to guard him 94
feet. I think even if he does that, I mean, I get the trying. I think it's still pull up over the top in his face.
That's fine. You can still you.
I get you trying. I get you trying.
But
I get you trying.
Would I rather? Would you, as a coach, would you rather him take a contested shot?
100%.
Or walk up three?
I think the biggest thing to me is, like I said, most of these guys today let each other get their shit off. So we sitting here talking about LeBron trying to play some defense. Why would he when we're in a league where everybody just scores 30+ points?
Because
he should. Yeah, he should. He should. I'm with you, Mel. He should. But if this what the league is, he's not gonna do that. This is what the league is. Let him do his thing. I'm gonna try to do my thing. Kyrie go do his thing. K-Love do his thing. We win. Right? That's what they're thinking. We all go ahead and do our thing. We win. They're not thinking about, oh, we gotta shut this guy down, shut this, take this away from this guy. Because you can't really take nothing away from KD. That is why, but you can't take nothing away from KD. And if you try to take something away from KD, you still got to think about the little light-skinned dude over there that can still give you the same thing.
But at least I tried to take away from KD though.
So I think if we look at that play, and I could be wrong here, can we look at that play? Did they have more attention on Curry on them 2 years back in the back than KD, or were they just playing man? Right? Because if they had 2 guys scouting on Curry, then what can you do with KD if you're worried about Stephen Curry?
It's a transition play with the Golden State Warriors, bro. They got some of the greatest spacing that you've ever seen in your life. You're confused already, but LeBron James was in defensive position, is what I'm saying. Again, great players make great shots. We know this. This is the history of the game, bro. We hear the statement all the time. Great D, better O. That's what that was, bro. Nothing LeBron James really could have done in that situation, bro. Like, he was at KD mercy because KD is like that. It's not like KD was fucking J.R. Smith or somebody out there. Like, this is Kevin Durant. He does this to people. And he's going to do this to LeBron James because LeBron James, I'm not somebody that thinks he's a great perimeter defender. I think he's a great versatile defender. At his peak, he is one of the best defenders in the league at his peak. But that don't mean you're a specialist. He's not supposed to be able to. I ain't never seen LeBron being nobody hip, attached to nobody hip, locked in like that. I ain't never seen that shit. So why the fuck am I expecting him to do that?
Nobody's expecting him to do anything, but the fact that you can't put in hand up, contest a shot.
He did. He ended up.
No, he didn't.
Oh my God. We need to pull this shit up.
Please. I just pulled it up.
Please.
He did.
The picture, bro.
I mean, it's the laziest shit in the world, but he put his hand up. I'm not gonna say he didn't.
He did put his hand up. He did try, as you guys saying, but that's what I'm saying. It's not much. And Buap is right on a fast break. You got too much to worry about with Golden State.
It wasn't a fast break. It was the Cavs had 5 back.
I didn't say
they got back, yeah, but it was a transition.
Transition 3. Like Kevin Durant just he the only person that touched the ball on that play. Nobody else touched the ball. What did LeBron supposed to do with that? That's a great shot.
That's why I said. That's why I said I don't care what LeBron does there. I think if he sticks him 64 feet, they still pull up in your face, and he still makes it to me.
That's fine.
So
I don't know.
I get the trying part.
I mean,
KD makes it. KD was too locked in that moment, knowing that he was winning championship.
That's true. He might have been, but at the end of the day, if we're sitting here talking about effort, we're sitting here talking about what can somebody do in transition. It's stopping ball. That's basketball number 1.
You can, but when you stop the ball with KD, he can just pull up. That's danger.
True, and that's another part of the game of basketball, bro. But we're not going to sit here and act like stopping ball is impossible.
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay, name me the player of LeBron James' magnitude that's going to stop Kevin Durant. You've never seen Kobe do this. You've never seen Jordan do this. Name them.
I'm not sitting here saying that they're going to stop Kevin Durant from scoring. What I'm saying is attempt to stop ball because that's basketball in the 101. And when you stop ball, you slow down offense.
I guess the scenario
right or wrong.
Your score was 103-100. Okay? And you just missed a shot. So you know every possession is important. So it's time to lock in. You can't allow them to walk into another 3.
I agree.
You can't go down 6.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying is who lets the best player on the court literally walk into a freaking 3-pointer.
Well,
a transition 3 without attempting to stop ball. That doesn't make any sense. That's not basketball,
bro. That is basketball, bro. Because at the end of the day, that's a super unpredictable play. When that play wasn't drawn up, that's not something. LeBron is a person that memorized team sets and what they're running. That was a unpredictable play by a great player. Why are y'all acting like somebody random as hell made this shot? It's Kevin.
That's not what I said.
Gang, why are y'all making it seem like it's just so easy to stop?
No one's saying it's easy.
He was in the play defensively. Was he not?
Oh, all right.
Was he not guarding the man? Yes or no? From half.
He was in the defensive play, but as Mel said, it could have been
guarding
lazy.
him. He stepped. Okay, because we're looking at it totally differently, and we're not going to see it the exact same way.
And transition and stopping ball in transition is actually pretty easy, bro.
If we're going to talk about situational awareness and how LeBron his IQ is high, then you have to understand at 103-100 after y'all just missed a shot, the next possession on defense is very important. And you don't have time to be lazy on defense.
Tell me how he was lazy.
I said it. Well, that's how the whole thing started, but never mind. Okay.
When did he pick him up?
At half court.
He didn't pick him up at half court.
No, he didn't.
LeBron was sitting at the top of the key.
Okay.
And then when KD got to the 3-point line, he took 2 steps and put his hand up.
You're right. He was. LeBron got back on defense because at the end of the day, as you should against a great transition team like the Warriors, you need to get back. He got back. Kevin Durant trotted up, hit a 3 in his face.
Nothing you could do there.
But the Cavs already had 4 back. He wasn't the only nigga back there. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Everybody else was back there.
So are you saying they should have trapped him?
And you at least slow the ball up. Don't let him.
Where was Mel? You said you just watched the play, right?
Yeah.
Where was Curry during that transition? Was he set already at the 3-point line?
He probably was running around.
Well, it's transition and getting back down, so I would think he's getting to a spot ready to set up a play.
I don't think nobody was set up. I think Kevin Durant was the only person.
Steph was at the foul line. Iguodala's in the left corner. And
is it somebody next to Steph looking like they about to come set him a pick?
No, Steph is setting a pick. Or about to set a pick.
So they might have had a play drawn up and KD saw it a different way.
The Warriors only had whoever this is in the back. I don't know.
Nobody else touched the ball. That's why I don't think they had no play. That was literally Kevin Durant, like, I'm feeling this bitch. Bang.
But it's 4-on-4. There's nobody open. Like, Steph has a guy on him. Whoever, I think that's Draymond. He's got a guy on him because that's Kyrie.
No, and the Cavs wasn't up. Outcome. The Golden State was up.
Yeah, Golden State was up. And Iguodala has a man on him. All LeBron had to do was meet KD before the 3-point line.
And do what with him?
Just stop him from walking into the 3.
Slow down the ball? I don't know.
Why do y'all think
stop him from walking into the 3?
I don't understand. We all play basketball, right? This is weird shit. This is weird shit that you just dog.
Why do y'all think, bro? I promise you, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, bro. Nobody can really just get up on me and guard me when I was in my prime, G. I will break your fucking ankles. Are you cool? That's not cap, nigga. I'm dead ass. That's dead ass. That's dead ass. That's dead ass.
You're not breaking nothing.
That's dead ass. That's a basketball.
Promise you that.
Ankles.
Promise you that.
This is basketball. We're talking basketball right now.
You're never doing that.
If that's the case, if I'm walking, in that situation, you want Kevin Durant driving into the teeth of the defense?
I promise you, in your life,
pulling up on a wide open 3-point shot.
6, whatever. I'll break your ankles.
Never.
Promise you.
Never.
And like again, I was saying in my prime, G, I'm telling you, I'm not Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, if you're not a specialist, LeBron James is not a defensive specialist. I don't give no fuck what his fan base say. I'm asking you, why do you believe that, Mel, when you know you don't think LeBron is no defensive specialist? Why do you think he can slow down Kevin Durant? Why?
Can I ask my question again? Because you was talking to Mullers and you didn't hear nothing I said.
Go ahead.
Now, what I said was, as this is basketball, would you rather step up and have the guy go around you knowing there are 3 to 4 other guys behind you that can close that down? So now he has the choice to kick it out because Iguodala is in the corner on his left. So regardless of what Max Kellerman says, in that situation, who you want shooting a shot? Kevin Durant or Andre Iguodala?
Why do you think like Kevin Durant just going willing basketball? I don't understand what you're not convincing me that LeBron,
bro. Do you want the nigga going into the defense or walking into a 3?
What do you mean? Why are you suggesting that Kevin Durant just gonna pass the ball?
So that would be my question would be if Iggy is open and KD has that shot that he has, the smart decision for the defense would be to pressure KD to give the ball up to Iggy. But on the flip side of that, don't you think KD knows that?
But how are you
This is
getting? I'm saying, how are you getting
basketball? Will you
I'm saying,
want the nigga to go into a defense where there's more people or take a wide open jump shot?
What more defense are you talking about?
All right, never mind.
Do you want him to take a shot in the rhythm or not take?
You want him to go into the defense, but
Never
what
mind.
I'm saying is a player like KD can just pull up over the top.
You're right.
You're trying to
Right.
force him into the
Everybody,
defensive
every
line.
situation that I come up with is just fucked up and wrong, and the total.
I
opposite.
didn't say that.
I'm saying y'all being
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. Let's rock.
Yeah, that's a wrap, but we be right back off the glass, straight facts. No cap, Troy Moolish, boo wop. Mellow off the glass, from the paint to the arc, that's basket to basket.